It was a
I don't know. I
joke.
said 5 to 10.
Haha, jokes.
Dude, humor.
Question: are we still doing the unit thing where we have the server?
No, we're not at cap.
Just join.
It's a
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is good to join.
Oh, good to join the server?
Hell yeah.
A-frame.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Nobody told me.
Alrighty. So, for community leaders who have been monitoring what we have been posting, with the addition to the dedicated server, the server cap has been raised, which currently at our numbers of, there's 95 clients in this channel, but in the TeamSpeak altogether there's 109. We're still not at cap, so you all can go ahead and start filtering into the server, getting everyone in there. Everybody that's in the TeamSpeak right now, you all can get in. You'll have a slot. You don't have to worry about those first come, first serve things. If you're an individual player, or if you're somebody who is from a different community who is kind of over what...
Did he cut out? Yeah, it cut out for everyone. All right, let's see. Up for six. 4 has a BRDM and UZDS. All right, let's see here. Getting the rest of the multis in play here. And then I gotta get this sent to Barbarian, and Whale also requested it. I'm not muted in here, the channel got muted. That's kind of weird. Okay, whatever. I think that might be everything. So let me see. I got Whale, so let's get him in. Looks like they're going upstairs right now. I don't know why.
Is it actually this quiet, or did my TeamSpeak break?
No, it's
No,
It's
like
working.
quiet.
The channel got muted.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah,
The
people are just
channel got
organizing.
muted. He's
And it sounds like they muted the channel again. Yeah, so there's a little mute button by the...
It's over 100 clients.
It's the FNF. They have a special fucking permission muting everybody else once they're in.
I can get in. I am.
Alright, we're at 94 players on server right now. I'm trying to find Barbarian's freaking name so I can send him... There he is.
Okay, hello. The
Hey.
current channel is muting itself over 100 members. We are investigating and we'll fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah, so they're getting... When 100 people
Okay.
come into his TeamSpeak channel, it mutes. That's funny. Oh, well. And someone
How
else
is
just sent me their
everybody's
stream, so...
Fairly good. How's
Very good.
yours?
It's
Great.
alright. I like ham.
The sky's on fire here.
Why are you
So
doing-
I spent all my money. If I invite my friend, I can mute everyone here. I like
I'm
it.
officially
Just a
99
TeamSpeak
clients
permission
and
thing.
Anderson ain't one. Anderson
Oh.
joins and he's like, no, no one can talk.
Oh damn.
Isn't this something that TeamSpeak just
Alright.
has?
Yeah, we just found it. It was a minimum
Awesome.
client setting. There we go.
I fixed it! I fixed it! Okay.
Calm down now.
From the
Mama
top
Martin.
No, I did it all by myself. Thank you very much.
Alright.
Leave.
So, that's that all sorted.
Okay. So, now
like
that
no one sent any
everybody's in
through
the server,
Discord,
I'm just gonna
awesome.
repeat my whole spiel. Thank you all for coming tonight. We do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun when we get to see this many numbers come and be in participants. We have a new dedicated server that you all will probably be
How many people
starting
are in
to
the
join
TeamSpeak
into.
here?
That allows us to raise our server cap. So if you are currently wondering if you're going to participate because
more
you're
FNF.
over your group's RSVPs or you're an individual player, good news. Our cap's raised.
So I'll
You get
edit
into
the number
play,
as
we don't
needed,
have to
but
worry about it. That's great news for everybody here
over
tonight.
100 people.
It's good to see that we are up over. I think we're up
Also,
over
a few
100. We're about
TSP people
106
showed
in
up,
this
made their own
channel
group,
right
so
now. We
cack.
haven't seen this kind of number since 2017, so that's awesome. So some big things that I want to lay out to all of you. There are 106 players here. That is a lot of people to move around, and like anything in Arma, that is hurting cats. We expect you all to follow the rules. You have multiple staff members here that are
Also,
watching
now thanks
you.
for
You're
the
also
3-month
under
resub.
stream, and you have a lot
Hope
of
you keep
eyes
enjoying
that
the
are
ops.
watching you. If
Hope you get a kick out of
If
this.
you do something, we'll probably see it, and we're going to call you out on it. We're not here to play.
Oh,
a
I will
bunch of
definitely call you
arcade
out.
games. We're not here to have a bunch of children running around causing a bunch of problems for everybody. We don't want to have what happened in the past happen now. So please don't get the wrath of Daddy Andy on you, because I will come down pretty hard on you at this point. Most of you here, especially the long time serving, those who've been here for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you all know the rules. You all know the spirit of the event. You know how it needs to be played. Play it correctly. Some things that I've been seeing over the past few weeks is still we're having fortification issues. I want to remind you all, as per the rules, you are not allowed to block any entrances with fortifications. If you block an entrance with a fortification, you are going against the rules. We're not trying to create bottlenecks here. We're trying to create a defensive position for you to be able to fight from while not making it impossible on the defenders. Use your best judgment. The best thing that I can tell you with the rules is if it happens to you and you're going to get pissed off about it, don't do it to somebody else. 9 times out of 10, you follow that rule, you're not going to break any of our rules. You're not going to have the staff come down on you. And it's not fun getting into a channel with 7 of us because we're intimidating, believe it or not. Without further ado, I think Wheaton gave us our rules. So if you don't know them, read them. Strongly suggest that you read them, because if you do break them, it's not fun. Just, we're gonna leave it at that. Pierce, it's not fun when you break the rules, is it?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, no.
Okay. Pierce speaks from experience. All right, so I have
No,
a rough
Larry, no,
estimate
no,
of your
Larry,
numbers right
bad.
now from the RSVPs, but can I get the community leaders here
Larry,
to go and push
please.
your numbers up? I know I'm gonna have to fudge them around a little bit from what I have, and yeah, we'll get this night on the road.
Can I ask you 2 questions, Anderson?
Shoot.
Man-made, well, not man-made, but player-made structures like combat engineer, those also count under the no blocking.
Correct.
And then the second one is, because we were talking about this in the truck during one of the last rounds, don't strip down and grab an enemy rifle so they can't tell you're an enemy.
So that's reasonable.
Hang
That's
on.
a reasonable
Per
thing.
the rules, it is legal to steal enemy radios and weapons, but not uniforms.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was
but
about to say,
it's
like,
stripping down to nothing, so like they can't actually tell you that you're an enemy. It's kind of
that's not allowed.
Using an
wrong.
enemy uniform is against any kind of thing.
Well, I know.
Going commando is against the rules.
Okay, yeah.
If you're cheeks in the breeze, then you're not allowed.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Besides, you're fighting for your team. Why would you not want to look like them too?
You're stripping down to your cheeks and you're asking to get clapped. That's all I'm saying.
True.
so you're not allowed to strip naked. That is a rule, yes. I was about to say, you are allowed to steal enemy guns. People have done it all the time to make some really awesome trick plays, especially in the earlier weeks when I started shoutcasting this. So I was about to fact check that.
29th is 8. If I can get everyone to just refrain from posting in TeamSpeak until I can get these numbers
Slash,
up,
you could still make it into this round. But yes, there will be 2 others. And
fine.
yes,
Did
you
you-
guys
did
are
you
right. Let me.
incorporate them in your numbers?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make an
That's all I
FNF
need to
command
know.
real quick.
Scanny recon, but the numbers I think we have 7 and not 5.
All right. If we have groups coalescing, if we have groups coalescing, I don't care. Just make that pertain to your numbers, so it doesn't make it convoluted.
All right, give me 1 second. I
So,
just
Scandy,
gotta.
how many do you have? 7?
Yeah.
8. Sorry, 8.
All right, I got it. I got it. You're fine.
Let's give 'em a
All
warm
right.
welcome, shall we?
Let's get this thing on the road. Let's
try
get the second on Op 4.
Bridges, take a team leader. Manor, I'm taking that one.
Let's get the 15th.
Just make sure that link works.
Blue 4.
Yep, cool.
Manor, how many you just got told to take a team leader slot?
All right, 105 players on PvP. This is going to be some of the biggest PvP we've seen yet.
Get the
even bigger than CC07 because that was at 99. So I'm excited.
Roger, defer leadership.
I am excited.
Alrighty, let's get CSC.
There's about 106 people in the TeamSpeak channel, but if you guys want to come on, make this even bigger. The server's capped at like 120, so oh, this should be a good one. But it just means there's going to be a little bit more startup time as they sort all of the teams in. We got people from Bourbon Warfare, 15th MEU, a group called EVETS, KD XX, TSP, Scandy Recon, a group called Zeus Community.
I will pass.
Geez, and there's FK. I think I already said KD and XX. AA's here too. Like there's there's at least a dozen groups in here right now. It's getting hard to keep track of all of them.
Let's go ahead and get the Welsh on Blue 4 as well.
But you're hearing them called out as they're sorted in here.
Scandy on Op 4. You have option for leadership.
Well, what's that? Thankfully, there won't be any SPG-9s in any of these operations. I haven't seen an SPG-9 ever used in Friday Night Fights.
All right.
Hey, Mountain. Scratch less.
How many hours of gameplays do you recommend for joining FNF?
Let's get...
Hours of gameplay doesn't really matter. Just if you feel comfortable, feel free to try it.
For SOG, how many events have y'all been to?
I'd say this would be our 5th.
Yeah, of course you did. What's that? I know.
We say run.
It sucks though, cause
yeah, I'll do it.
Remy linked my POV on his official release, so I have a bunch of like fresh people commenting on it, and I just don't want to they just write paragraphs, and I just can't even be bothered to read it anymore.
Let's get
because I don't want to remember that.
On Blue 4.
It happened. It was a cool experience. Never doing it again. I'll still platoon lead here and there, but I'm not doing not platoon leading a CCO again or commanding a CCO, whatever. Ugh.
Second, if you're unable to slot up in Alpha, go ahead.
No, what's that? But you're right. No, it's people like saying, "Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that." And it's like, dude, you weren't there.
Martin, we need that LAT for one of ours. If you could give it.
You weren't part of the background.
Let's get the 13th on Op 4.
13th is
because again, I wasn't told. I was told they didn't have any stainers or man pads. And then boom, they had stainers and pads. I'm like, oh,
small heads up, by the way.
Yay.
Heel's probably gonna be
but
one
that's,
number down.
I don't want to talk about that.
During the setup phase.
That's in the past.
All right.
Let's talk about Friday Night Fights.
Let's get Centaur players.
This is round 1.
Op 4.
They're still sorting groups. Looking down this list here, most guys are slotted. We have a lot of people. So Zeno's here. He came in after seeing it on the NA branch. I helped him with his mods. For some reason, he had a TSB IFA asset loading in one of his mods.
View limit cap at?
So it looks like he fixed that, which is great. But that was really funny to see.
This one
Because the mod he was getting kicked off for was only found in TSB IFA assets. So I don't know how he did that,
My
but
GPU is mad
that
at
was
me.
pretty funny. Whale's also here. The guy that knows everyone. We got Nemesis, Scandy Recon. Iceberg's bringing a few people from TSB in here. Barb is co-going with here. Chub Chub is a guy from Antistasi.
Just 3.
And then we got all of our classic names. Warwick is playing. He sometimes shoutcasts with us. Indigo Fox, one of the admins. Nursk, one of the good players. T4 and T5, Herb and Bay, respectively, 2 good players. Severe, Mr. Shadow Council, Patriot, another good player. Mountain Dingo, Tom Cruise again. Oh, I can't wait.
Join up.
And then Boston, but I don't think he's streaming this one.
Copy that.
And I don't see Pads either. Also, we have Butter Voice here. I don't remember his name, but oh, Butter Voice. I love his voice. It's beautiful.
Let's go ahead and let everybody get their groups together. Get this down to my 60-second timer here.
Slight blue for advantage. We're gonna see them all form up here.
60 seconds on the clock. Get your platoon together.
And I mean, we have a near full roster, which is crazy.
Squad level. Okay.
But Stratico here as Patriot, as a marksman, one of the guys that usually takes marksman. He's got
Delta
a full mat
team.
team.
Shipped up into Delta 1 just for OCD reasons.
And looks like they're evenly filling,
look it over?
except for one Delta team. So they're going to be one MG team short. That's interesting to see. He is okay with this, though.
Don't know if I'm saying that name right or not. If I am not, I apologize. 60 seconds. Get your platoon together.
So Severe is going to lead Op 4. He's got Acid Pantalones as his marksman. I haven't seen that name before. Mito is being platoon medic. I have a highlight of him.
Push to Delta 3, grab that MMG section, or Delta 2.
And it looks like he is going to try to push people down to take these MGs.
Might as well make use of you in a machine gun team. The other 2, if you want to grab a machine gunner and ammo man from the other team too, so you can have 2 machine guns in one element, that's fine by me. So Jane.
And he wants to evenly fill to take those powerful machine guns. Again, really good to take. Op 4 usually get PKPs, which are, really identical to the PKMs in the group. But, anything that gives them a bigger rate of fire would be great. Plus, the PKP ammo is compatible with PKM. So, at least fielding more ammo in the field would be good.
Let me do one quick scroll through, and
then
we are good.
Op 4 also gets the BRDM. Looks like they're only going to 2-man crew at T5 Bay take another vehicle. He was in round 3 of EU in a BTR that got blown up by Lucius's, or Laufast, I already forget his name. That God run
Charlie 2 has 2 people
by that one Maz.
Maybe put Night Owl in the
Logan, I don't think is on for this round. I think he only played EU today. I don't see him on NA,
down as Delta
which
1
is unfortunate.
Done. Fuck.
All right. You're good.
But we're not going to see any Logan trick plays, but a new Logan might arise. But the kill streak to beat is 21 kills. Will anyone dethrone Audrey Hotto's record in Friday Night Fights? We're going to see 3 rounds. With a lot of players, it is entirely possible it might happen, because now it's only a little under half of a side's force. So anything's possible. We did see in round 3, half of Op 4 get killed right off the bat. And this is also really nice to see with 106 people, the receiving mission file getting booted really quickly. And it's a data leech operation. But it looks like it's going to be standard US versus Russian.
Version of the 9900K, so it's a good CPU.
And holy crap. It's a terminal hack. It looks like there isn't going to be any specific order, though.
It was an upgrade.
New feed, too.
But Op 4 can get very close to Blue 4.
Is this a service or is it sitting in someone's house?
This could be a counter cam.
It's bare metal.
Right.
Captain Graf from 15th MEU. That is correct. 15th MEU has a big presence in here today.
Okay, so this is a Blue 4 attack, Op 4 defend. Op 4 has 1 BRDM and 1 UAZ. Blue 4 has the Scar equivalent. The MAT role is carrying, I believe for Blue 4 is a Carl Gustav. For the Op 4, it's RPG 32. Blue 4 needs to infiltrate Russian lines and take 2 terminals. Op 4 needs to defend both of these terminals. Win condition is Op 4 is dead or the terminals are taken. Blue 4 wins. If all of Blue 4 is dead or the time runs out, then Op 4 wins. Op 4 does not know where Blue 4 spawns. Just to add to the allure, because Blue 4 is representing a large special forces element. So, any questions from our platoon leaders?
That's a negative.
Did I
got a
understand?
question.
Send.
Does the both terminals have to be defended, or at the end of the day, win with just one?
Both terminals need to be defended.
So if Op 4 loses one terminal, it's over.
Pretty much in the course of the battle, you don't want to lose a terminal.
I think they're asking when the mission ends based on how many terminals are captured. If both terminals are captured, the mission, or is it just one?
So it's both.
Does it need to be sequential?
Nope, it's not sequential.
Okay.
Little confusing brief,
Okay.
but I think I figured it out.
Question: how long is the hack time?
1 minute, 20 seconds.
For future reference, if you check your task, it tells you what the...
Larry, no.
It says 90 seconds.
Any other questions?
So it's 90 seconds?
Go Team 6 now.
Yeah, 90 seconds.
All right, I'm going to jump down the casting couch. We're going to switch the music up. Larry was playing Super
Ooh,
Gift
what the
Sub
fuck?
and brought me to... What, Barb?
Larry.
Don't Larry makes me cry. Let's...
He came in and gave me 10 as well. Like, what the
Nice.
fuck? Can't believe, like, he actually rewards my shittiness. Like, I get your shittiness, but me? So, before we get going, I would like to point something out. On Op 4, I don't know if you noticed, but our Scandi Recon boys are in Charlie, and they also have Night Owl and Wiki. So Op 4 Charlie is going to be the one to look for on that team.
Mm-hmm. It's alright, I'm just taking some deep breaths here.
Okay.
I just Larry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Larry, again, thank you so much.
Jesus Christ.
I hope you keep enjoying everything. If you got a sub from Larry, make sure you thank him. Also, Clown's here.
The mission maker.
He can't lurk if he gets sub.
Both terminals need to be defended,
but hope you all keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
I don't know, because like if they lose, if Red 4 loses after they lose a single terminal, then that just means Blue 4 can mass charge one terminal and then win the game, which is a little yikers, but
So I think that was misspoke because they were talking about both terminals. So I think both terminals need to be hacked for Blue 4 to win. I think that was just a misspoken term on the mission dev's end. Otherwise, Op 4 we have with reloadable RPGs. Something I discovered today during the EU branch was the MAT teams, when they have the RPG 42 or the Maz, the guy with the AT gets 2 rockets, and then his assistant gets 3 additional. We had a really awesome third round for EU where all 5 rockets were used to kill a chopper, 3 BTRs, and a stolen Humvee M2. It was beautiful.
I saw the helicopter takedown. That was amazing.
That was 18 people snuffed out in 2 minutes. It was just a slaughter. But I know, at least for these next 3 operations, TSB's freshly made group is merging with Scandi Recon because they're both the same thing, just rebranded. So you said they were in Charlie for Blue 4? Or Op 4? I see them in Op 4. Yep.
Are they lined up at all?
No, I see him with Zeno. Zeno Inc., by the way, he's the guy that way back when in 2016, he was a liaison with me in my first Luton Ops, and we would drive around in a 6-man off-road loaded with Titan AT and we would just dunk all of Luton's Vix and then drive off. And we did that for 3 weeks before people started letting me into squats and stuff. So I got a special relationship with Zeno, but I mean, let's see. We've got 4 Urals. We have 2 open top UAZs. We got the Dishka UAZ and the BRDM. NATO, at least for Blue 4, I didn't see any vehicles, and I still don't see any. So, I mean, the mission dev... Another confusing thing he said was Op 4 isn't going to know where Blue 4 inserts from, but at the same time, since this is timed, Blue 4 doesn't really have that much choice to do maneuvering on, because it's going to take them too long if they don't have any transports. I think Blue 4 should have been given some transports here so they could at least pick the angle that they could attack from, because it's kind of obvious where they're going to come from. What I'm willing to see, or what I want to see, excuse me, is if Op 4 is going to go right on the map border and try to do some sort of rush attack to counter Blue 4, because that's what we saw in round 3 of EU, and it worked really, really well. I mean, they killed half of Op 4 with it, even though it wasn't their intended target. Their intended target was the BTRs, but anything could be possible here. I think in terms of mission design, what would have been better is Blue 4's zone should have been completely around Op 4's zone to at least keep them guessing, and then Blue 4 should have been given some vehicles, because this is kind of predictable for Op 4 to see where things are going to go, and people that were playing EU know that the missions were saying if you got transport Vix, and Blue 4 specifically didn't say anything for additional assets. So Op 4 might be able to put 2 and 2 together. Op 4's commander is Severe, and he was playing on EU's missions. So I think he's going to go into this with a lot more intel to counter Blue 4 than Blue 4 would like. And it already feels a little one-sided in that regard, but it's, again, just going to come down to the PvP. We might see the next Adriado. Now that we're over 100 players, it's 50v50 right now. Little over that.
Yeah, more than that. I think it was the final count I had was like 53 Blue 4 to 50 Op 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very messy battle, but this is going to be the new norm, so I'm very excited to see it.
Absolutely. I don't know, with Blue 4, yeah, like you said, being on foot, and also the multicam camo that they're wearing, would have preferred to see them with the Woodland Marpat, because that's a bit more temperate. This and multicam's a bit more semi-arid, I guess. So that's gonna also work against them on top of
Wasber, no, oh my God,
not being able to move quickly, being able to mobilize and change up things quickly. They have to run.
Wasber, get in here and play some ops, damn it. Thank you. Thank you.
Terminal 2's further away from both.
Appreciate it. Really do.
But
you're not making me cry like you did in EU. No one's making me cry.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Blue 4 on this one. Their numerical advantage isn't gonna
inflate my viewer count for a bit. Thank you. What's that? I appreciate it.
The BRDM and the UAZ Dishcom, as well as the transport trucks that Red 4 has, they're gonna be able to react very, very quickly to whatever Blue 4 does.
You're just helping out. Thank you, Wasber. If you got something from Wasber, make sure you thank him. Hope you all stay safe on COVID, and I hope you enjoyed today's operation.
Red 4 didn't split their force 50-50. 25 to Terminal 1, 20 to 25 to Terminal 2. But I wonder what Blue 4 would do, because they could do, everyone go to this terminal, then everyone go to this terminal, which, as far as numerically, I think would be the best idea, as far as like throw as many bodies of the problem as possible. But if they did, 2/3 to one and a third waiting for the other terminal. See if,
what's that? Stone came back. He's just being mysterious. So I don't know. It's weird.
But I don't know.
Send in goat team.
Lots of possibilities
now.
If I was in Blue 4's shoes, I'm gonna assume this AO is a 50-minute AO. So 50 minutes to maneuver the guys. Could be a little more, could be a little less. I would probably just do an even 25 force split because just the distance they're going to have to travel isn't going to leave a lot of room for one AO to maneuver to the other unless they try to steal Op4 transport Vix, which could very well be done. That's one of the small things Op4 might not think about, though, in stashing. So we'll have to see how that goes. But another curious question is going to be where Op4 puts their vehicles and where they dig fortifications to make perimeters here. I will say, at least for Terminal 1, there's definitely a few good spots they can put Vix to overwatch at least the north and the south-southeast vectors. But what's nice about this map is there's a lot of places for Blue 4 to maneuver their guys to. It just depends on how long they want to spend moving their units and how much they want to get into the position. So a lot of room for mixed infantry tactics here. Guys to scout things out, main forces to come in. And again, it's just going to fall to the PvP. I don't really see any one way to do this like I do see in some missions where there's only like 1 or 2 forested routes and the rest are just giant open field to death. This is going to be a very interesting opening round, and I'm excited. Like, this will be a cool one.
Yeah, now that you mentioned, I didn't notice at first about Terminal 1, the fact that it's surrounded on
1DJ Text Tom, thanks for the tier 1 sub, and Wasber, thank you for the 3 sub resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a kick out of Friday Night Fights. Hope you're staying safe from COVID-19.
I mean, if they just follow the road,
hope you get a kick out of
they have some good concealment, good terrain cover as well. But yeah, even with that, that's going to be tough to fight against.
I don't know,
whatever
HMG
is
weird.
over there, whether it's the Dishcom or the KPVT on the BRDM. Because that's that same 14.5 millimeter that's on a BTR,
Yeah.
and that'll turn someone to Swiss cheese.
Yep. One shot from that 14.5 center mass will knock you unconscious. If it's the limbs, you'll be able to tank it, but it's a very deadly infantry weapon. And if it can maneuver behind and mow people down, it's going to be a very effective weapon. But I do believe Op4, they do have Serby with the mat gun, and he does have an assistant, so he's got 5 rounds to, guess and check to blow guys up. And then Blue 4, because everyone's going to be full squatted, is at least going to have 2 AT sticks per group of people, minus the Delta team, to take that vehicle out.
Yeah, the only one that they really have to worry about would be the BRDM, because that's obviously...
Wait, to cut you off. They're moving the vehicles right on the edge of the MSR that's going to go right into the main group. So we got T5 Bay and someone else in the BRDM, and then Scandi Recon with TSB is also I think they're going to set up a defensive position here. As I said, they could very well, and when I say they, I mean Op4, set up a few groups to try to block the obvious routes going in, and just be really, really nasty with Blue 4 coming in. People were mentioning CCO7 before this round started, and I made a joke about, there won't be any spawn camping, but the range of these AOs, it's within a few hundred meters.
Yeah,
anything's possible.
So they're dismounting that transport UAZ up there. I was hoping and praying that we would have seen
they're setting up here instead
on the Blue 4 spawn.
Oh yeah.
Follow that MSR going southeast, pass by it. By
then the dirt road.
Turn off on a dirt road, go through the forest, and just bail out of there. But with that, between the BRDM and
just drive
by,
that's
LA
horrible.
Style, shooting from the car. We could have seen a few casualties from that, but it doesn't seem like that's the plan for them. That would have been just dirty. But no, I think that they're just gonna be holding this. But I don't know if Red 4 realizes that Blue 4 doesn't have any transport Vix, which is a pretty big handicap for them, like I said before.
Yeah. I don't think Severe's properly put 2 and 2 together because he's a veteran of this place. He just hasn't noticed that the batches of mission files that come week to week are usually all put to the same standard. So if there's transport Vix and the earlier mission files say there's transports, usually the ones for NA compared to EU, which are done earlier, are also going to say transport. So it's either that or he's being nice, which I wish more people did in this game. But it looks like Op4 is doing an even defensive strategy. They have the manpower for it. It's 50v50 with a slight numerical advantage given to Blue 4. But, I mean, they have the manpower to set up defensive lines. They've got manpower to set up some little counterattacks to harass the rear of Blue 4's formation. And they're definitely going to need that because of just the sheer amount of players that are on both sides.
Yeah, especially with that large player count, we're gonna see.
If you want to jump in on Friday Night Fights, do !FNF. It's a new command. !join puts you to TSB.
Because they can have bigger numbers just to throw at anything.
So I'm not switching that out.
By which I mean, like, there's more flexibility in their playbook. With more people, you can have more intense fire coming from a single direction. You can have more spread out fire over a longer distance than you normally would with 80 people or 60 people on the server. So once the fighting actually starts, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of flexibility and dynamic movement between both of the teams. But 1 minute left to go, and Red 4 is already set up in both of the terminals.
They're starting to make some perimeter fortifications with those big HESCO assets. Nothing super fortified. They're just trying to lock down certain angles to give them some better firing positions. I will say, though, Terminal 2 has a lot more room to make a few nice fortification walls to cover the open fields. It would force Blue 4 to attack from the south for having the concealment and cover of the forest to go all the way up to the terminal. But again, I'm going to be really curious to see what Blue 4 does. We see a lot of people moving south on Blue 4's spawn. They might try a full platoon push, which could work out. I mean, I'm looking at the map here. They can take the forest all the way down to it, and then take the forest and get all the way up to Terminal 1 as well. And right off the bat, BRDM is rushing.
Oh boy, and we're, as it's doing that, the UAZ with the Dishcom is pulling up northwest of the play area. I think they're just trying to watch the long flank, but yeah, that BRDM is rolling hard.
So real quick to look, the UAZ Dishka has Acid Pantalones, who is the marksman for Op4.
Oh, here we go.
All right, we're gonna see the rush.
Well, so this is actually very fortunate for Blue 4 because they're going to Terminal 2. They're not crossing that MSR. They're not coming into the firing line of the BRDM. They're going to be in the forest to the left, so they're going to hear this engine coming up, but they're going to be perfectly... the timing is perfect for Blue 4 because they're still in the forest.
Corporal Reap would have heard it. He has ATU as the rightmost far guy. T5 Bay going right in front of the entire platoon.
Right before the clearing, too. Right before the clearing. And they're locked in first person, and they just crashed into a tree.
Thank God Blue 4 was not in a position to take advantage of that. But, I mean, this is going to give good scouting information for the BRDM. It does have a built-in radio, so...
I would agree with you if it weren't for the fact that they didn't see anyone.
That's true.
They saw no one crossing the MSR, which means they could be going north, north of Kangas, and going that northwest direction, but they saw no one unless the gunner saw someone and didn't shoot.
This might throw the BRDM off because if they didn't see anyone, they might think that they're dealing with Blue 4 transport VIX. So now the BRDM is trying to find those transport VIX. So this is going to be a little bit of misinformation for Op4, and it's going to leave Op4 questioning where Blue 4's assault's going to be, because if Op4 thinks Blue 4 has VIX, all of a sudden... Did we just hear a gunshot?
The BRDM is stuck. The BRDM is stuck.
You're kidding me.
It also powers itself between a tree and a fallen tree. Well,
no, it's... Don't lie to me.
Hey, it stopped moving and it had to back up, so I don't want to hear it.
All right, so otherwise, I mean, again, as I was saying, Op4 might think that Blue 4 has a lot more reach than they actually do, so they'll commit more guys on a full 360 perimeter. I also do like what I'm seeing up above Terminal 2 towards the north. We have a very wide fire team formation with 4 guys, and then there's a 5th one. But it looks like one of those guys off of that fire team formation is pulling back. They're just doing a massive security screen trying to see where Blue 4 is coming from. But it looks like that's collapsing because maybe they were trying to listen for Blue 4 vehicles. But I don't think the BRDM is disdained. Looks like it's going to come back along the MSR. Might try to go north to make another pass, but will Blue 4 be ready? No, it heads south. I guess trying to find those transport Vics again. So I would say Op4
don't exist.
Yeah, Op4 thinks that Blue 4 has transport Vics, which would make sense based off of that weird brief we heard, because it was mentioned that Blue 4 should be able to attack from any angle. So logically, they'd get transport Vics, right? But that is not the case. It's kind of funny. So BRDM is going to go on a wild goose chase because of false intel. I'm trying to see if the marksman for the Dishka car was dropped off. It was not, so it's still in that vehicle with a member of platoon. And they're going to try to now cover all angles because they have no idea where Blue 4 is going to come in. This is only going to help Blue 4, though, because they're just going to come in on the most obvious vector, but this leaves Op4 to deploy more units in weird formations. We have Scandi Recon / TSB slowly coming down the MSR. We've got a demo guy, Corporal Firefighter. He is in the multi-twitch, by the way. And First Lieutenant Anderson also fanning out. Op4 is merely trying to find where Blue 4 is. And because Blue 4 has everyone together here, that's going to make it harder for Op4 to find them until Blue 4 catches Op4 where Blue 4 wants them to, which is probably going to be at Terminal 2 at this rate.
Yeah, Op4 has some decent defenses built up over at Terminal 2. A nice Hesco wall on the southeast side, some trenches and stuff on the interior. But they're not really gonna... This is very interesting, because I think the BRDM is going to come back up and hold the Terminal 2, which I would think is the right play, because there's more players up at Terminal 1. You want the force multiplier down at Terminal 2. But all that means is that when Blue 4 attacks, you know, that Moz is going to should be able to take that out fairly quickly, and then they lose that, at least in theory. Otherwise, yeah, Scandi Recon's coming down from the north. They're combing through the forest, just kind of tightening the grip a bit more and more and more on Blue 4 as, I mean, well, we're only 5 minutes in, and we've already seen a pretty, at least to me, a surprising amount of movement for both teams. Like, with how spread out they are in the north especially, and the fact that Scandi Recon is, you know, essentially on a search pattern going north to south.
So based off of what I'm seeing right now, Op4 has 14 dudes defending Terminal 2. They could probably call in for the BRDM to come in and assist. Maybe the UAZ Dishka will also bring the marksman and try to reposition it. But if it's a 1-to-1 even trade, Blue 4, being the massive tactical blob force that it is, committing everything to one AO at a time, will easily steamroll Terminal 2. And if they keep this up, Op4 is going to try to pull all of its units back to make one last defensive group. We might see TSB try to do a back flank here. But, I mean, just Blue 4, it's doing a massive line formation. One squad's a little out of position from there, but...
I'm sorry, that's not a line, that's a column?
It's a column, my bad.
Line is abreast.
Yeah.
But yes, sorry.
It was perpendicular to what I said, but... usually when you see steamrolls, just because of the sheer amount of fire that comes down, usually you don't see a 1-to-1 even trade. You usually see the group getting steamrolled just get annihilated. So, I mean, if Blue 4 can get, 14 kills and only lose a few guys, that would put them in a really good position to then steamroll Terminal 1. But it's going to come down to the PvP.
I'm going to be honest, watching this Blue 4, on-foot convoy, this conga line of Blue 4, it literally stretches 400, 500 meters.
It's amazing.
It's actually impressive to see. Just how many people, and this is only one of the two teams.
This is a fucking platoon size of people. Like I'm just getting giddy here looking at it.
Rolling. I know, right? Because it just keeps going and going and going.
Now, one potential fear here I have, though, is these guys are still a little blobbed up, especially towards the front. It only takes one good burst of suppressive fire from a machine gun to nail one of these guys. Usually with suppression in previous Friday night fights where it's been about, up to like 45 v 45, and then, around the adjustment numbers for that to give one side the player advantage. Usually they'll try to suppress one or two guys, but now that it's getting up to, 50 v 50, especially with all these guys in the same position, I would hate to see these guys charge in, especially at this formation, only to get mowed down by a machine gun. Now, I'm going to be honest, I think Alamo for Op4 would be a really funny scenario to watch happen. I hope it doesn't happen, though, because that would piss off a lot of Blue 4 guys, but hot damn. I mean, looking at how Op4 is spread out, like there's only one or two guys covering a sector at a time in a different direction. I see 4 all doing good 360, all with good little vantage points, but holy crap, against that many guys, it's going to be a mess. Yeah. They're even doing the wide flank down to the southern sector, so they have the force so they can move all the way up to it. But, they're only going to fight 3 dudes, and then the inner garrison, there's 4 to maneuver. It's going to be a mess, and I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. I think you said there were 14 there, so that's like, what, a 4-to-1 ratio about?
14 to 50-ish, give or take, would be
that's
a little over a 3-to-1 ratio. Yeah.
So
messy
to say the least. It actually is like the 3-to-1 ratio that you supposedly want for an assault, but we'll see what Red 4 is able to do. We've seen some good holds in the past.
This isn't Risk, this is Arma. This ain't a board game.
Well, hey, statistics, man. That's what turns sergeants into generals. But
I love how the BRDM is on the top left corner still looking for Blue 4's vehicles.
They went all the way back.
Literally done a full circle here. It's crazy. Like, they have to be confused right now. It means they didn't see them when they drove right past them the first time, which is weird because I would have had that gun turned at their spawn point. But again, I think it's just Op4 overestimated Blue 4 in the sense that they thought Blue 4 had those transports, and that's what's causing the recon war there.
That's definitely part of it. So that's the fact that Blue 4 doesn't have vehicles is actually working in Blue 4's favor, which is again not something I expected. Scandi Recon has now come down south of Kangas, and they've searched around Blue 4 spawn. But if they had gone direct west, Scandi Recon would be right on top of them. But they went far south, a full click to the south of Scandi Recon. So they are nowhere to be found, and it's just a wild goose chase still. Blue 4, meanwhile, they are at this 3-way junction, and they looks like they're starting to turn northwest and go through this forest. I think that going through the southeast vector is probably their best bet. Indigo and Martin have a nice HESCO wall on the southeast side of the barns there, but with the terrain, you can see markers like Hill 58, Hill 54, Hill 55, like they have some decent terrain to work through, work through the dips between all these hills and get really close to Terminal 2 without revealing their position, which just means that the attacking force...
It's going to depend, Sai, how quickly Blue 4 can stomp Op4's position here. Now, I do want to point out, BRDM is starting to come along the MSR again. It's probably not going to find the Blue 4 group, but it's going to be close to Green people. What also might happen is people might mount up in the BRDM and they might abandon this position once they realize they're fighting a full platoon, which would give them a little bit more of a defensive advantage at Terminal 1, but it is a little worrisome to look at this.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting call to pull people out of Terminal 2 and let it go in such a withering attack. I don't know.
So I have someone in my chat, Sai, saying that this is going to hinge on Blue 4 doing a good surprise attack. I would say definitely for Terminal 2, if Blue 4 can get right on top of Op 4, close the gap, and gun them down, definitely, but I have seen a few people go in some interesting hidey hole positions on barns and whatnot. You generally don't want to get like that. What?
The BRDM just flipped itself and then rolled over and unflipped itself. And
Amazing.
I exclaimed out loud. Since I've already cut you off, I would like to say, if you look at the map and see where the BRDM's heading, if it continues on this side road that it's going on now and turns east and does another loop on the MSR, the timing should be just right, again, for Blue 4 to be completely concealed in the forest off of any road on the map. And
it's possible.
BRDM will just roll right past. I think that might be what happens again, just because of the timing. They've already almost crossed it, and yeah, that BRDM is got a decent speed. What, it goes like 60, 70 kph?
Yeah. Here's what I see going on. First firefight's going to happen at Terminal 2 unless the BRDM somehow goes off one of these SSRs and spots the large Blue 4 group. Scandi Recon and TSB, they're going to reinforce because they're in position to. They're going to get gunned down too because of the might of the Blue 4 group, and it's going to be a matter of how many Blue 4 guys are still alive to deal with Terminal 1. Usually defenders have the advantage in an even fight, but this might get changed though. If that BRDM, it's going a little slower, it might turn a right and go on these SSRs. It could potentially spot somebody. But if Blue 4 steamrolls the first Terminal 2, I think Blue 4 is going to win. But if Op 4 is able to stall it out, at the very least for time, because Blue 4 is not going to have any time to reposition, and the vehicles at Terminal 2 are limited. I only saw one UAZ. There is a Euro, though. Okay,
Yeah,
so that could be used to funnel some
UAZs,
dudes.
yeah.
Right, but...
There's plenty of transport.
Yeah, so there's only one Ural down here, though. Maybe one UAZ, too, so that wouldn't be enough to move all of Blue 4. But if Blue 4 takes that, they could easily steamroll everything. And yet we're seeing the BRDM now going through these forests again, close to the platoon, not as close as what they were originally.
But if it follows this road to the end of it, it's going to be right in the
I
middle.
doubt they're going to go all the way up to the dead end. I haven't seen them do that in their routes yet, but, I mean, today might be the day.
They've been sticking to the road pretty religiously. Either they're gonna... Oh, no.
As you say that, they go off-road, and they aren't gonna spot Blue 4.
Streamer's Curse. Caster's Curse, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh my gosh, they're stream sniping Barbarian.
No.
Barb, you should stop streaming to give Op 4 the... Don't give Op 4 the advantage. Let me be the one true streamer.
Oh, and now it's turning northeast, so... It's just all over the place.
Well, it's just going to follow the MSR again. It's going to completely miss Blue 4. I do like the tactic that they've been doing. Yeah, so what I'm willing to bet here is Blue 4, they're splitting into two groups. One group, since they know they have the numbers advantage, is going to go after Terminal 2. The other group is going to start sneaking over and do a wide western push and then north, and then hit Terminal 1 from the western flank. Because all the people that are guarding the western flank on Op 4 for Terminal 1 are going to get pulled to watch southeast, expecting Blue 4 to keep pushing up that direct route. So that's going to give Blue 4 a nice advantage on that flank to push in. It just banks on the fact that Blue 4... has to win this fight, and the BRDM is going to do a circle.
Yep. Now the timing might be just right for them, for Red 4 now, for the BRDM. And you also have to realize the constant X factor that we've seen the past few Friday Night Fights. Scandi Recon, they're right in between the two terminals, so they'd be the quickest QRF for Red 4.
Hold on. Shh. You gotta listen for this BRDM. We're going to go down with the players.
Liru ASMR?
The group that's to the north. They barely heard the BRDM. I don't think they warned the... No, the BR...
What? No, the BRDM...
Wow.
No, that's just rolling along.
I thought it was going to circle that area and catch that one squad that was on the road out of position. But instead, they pulled right up to Op 4. Oh... This BRDM is such a cock tease right now. I literally thought he was going to circle it, but no. He decides to instead cut to Terminal 2, and that's going to get Blue 4 get even closer. BRDM, meanwhile, has now stopped. Gun is pointing south now.
I think they're just trying to work out, at least the driver is, where to go next.
Where Blue 4 has been.
Because they have had no eyes, not even
so
a
this group's
glimpse
gonna
of contact from Blue 4.
Come around,
maintain perfect
hit from that
stealth
side.
within 300 meters of Terminal 2.
I do like Blue 4's plan here, though. I think in the circumstance they were given, this is definitely one of the better ones they could have done. And they're going to try to rely on Severe to overcommit his forces to be the advantage. It's just Blue 4 is going for the objectives here. Op 4 is going for the defense.
There's a team of Red 4 that's now pushed west out of Terminal 2 by a few.
Yeah, because they have no idea where Blue 4 is, so they're literally just trying to find the contact here. BRDM, meanwhile, has cut through T5 Bay coming up to T4 Herb like, hey, how you doing? What's up?
And T4 Herb was just like looking at like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why is there a BRDM off the road?
What's this doing here?
Now,
and Blue 4's actually stopped their advance. They're checking everything. And they actually have a three-way spot. I didn't realize they had a larger force to the southwest.
Yeah, so that's the force that's going to outmaneuver and start going to Terminal 1. Meanwhile, the other half has split up into their two squads, and they are holding probably to let the Blue 4 group get a little more distance. However, we are seeing Serby and Jedi. That's the D4 Matt team with the RHS Maz trying to go into an open area. Could potentially catch the BRDM out of position since it is in this area here. So maybe Blue 4 heard the BRDM and they're trying to send their Matt team around to potentially deal with it. But otherwise, I'm waiting to see when Blue 4 begins this attack because Blue 4 has lost a lot of time here maneuvering. And they're going to probably cut it down to the wire at Terminal 1. At least with the Terminal 2 attack, if Blue 4 wins that fight, they're going to be able to take the terminals. But it is important to note that, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 9 people now defending Terminal 2 as 5 people push south. Was that a gunshot? Thought I heard a click.
Might be fireworks by you, because I didn't hear anything.
Okay, well, there's no fireworks at my place. I got one ear out of my headset, but...
No, well, then I don't know.
So, interestingly enough, the group that broke off that's now with the BRDM might be able to ambush the large Blue 4 group coming around. I'm going to look at Montgomery's... Oh, Montgomery, he's running back, sprinting. He might have seen some movement down there. He's going to run up to Misu, maybe. No?
No, seems like... I'm looking at his first-person perspective, and... I mean, they're moving.
Nope, he's looking down that MSR instead.
He doesn't see them.
If he looks right, he could literally see them right now.
See them.
Yeah.
That is camouflage. They're just... they still stick out a little bit.
His monitor's too wide. He's not looking down a scope. He should be. He would have been able to see them, but he was too fixated on that MSR. But the Delta team might cross his vision. Wow.
Oh, yeah. They're going a bit more direct.
So that would it wouldn't actually be a total loss if the Delta team got killed because there's AT in every squad here. But Montgomery, he is probably there's some shots. Yep. He turns right. Now he might start seeing some of this group out. Yep, he's going to see movement and he's lining up his gun sight.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he sees that movement.
Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, and some of them are crossing the open field. Oh, this is devastating for Blue 4. And there's the machine gun fire while people are caught out in the open.
Oh, he should have waited.
A hail of bullets coming out, though, and immediately drops him.
Please tell me you have traces on for that, because that is a laser show, my man.
Those gunshots have alerted the other flank of Blue 4 to push in, but some stray fire from one Blue 4 guy going into the other Blue 4 flank. Both of those Op 4 guys got annihilated. And the BRDM is waiting with bated breath, trying to find some angles to get some snipes. If it pushed up a little more, it could get some really nasty shots on Blue 4. Blue 4 has had 1 death, 2 deaths actually.
I'm sorry, do you see what the BRDM is doing?
What?
It's trying to camouflage itself.
Yeah.
It's doing the War Thunder technique.
And it's got an angle and it drops a guy.
Oh no.
Yep, and the rest of the force is pushing down at the same angle. It's going to expose itself to the BRDM, and now the other attack wave has come in, and it is now coming in on Terminal 2. Scandi Recon is coming down to reinforce. There's a 3-man squad by Acid Pantalones. He's the marksman that are going to probably do a hard flank on the left. AT just flew out on the right flank, knocking Tom Cruise out. And now Op4 needs to pull out some Sorry, go ahead.
Arcor is actually on the western side of that blue fort push into Terminal 1. He's making a move, pushing over to Tom Cruise. He's got a PKP. No, sorry, that's an AK-74. I thought he had a PKP for some reason.
Nah.
He's getting shots out now.
And I just saw some Op4 guys shoot at each other, too.
Triple kill. Arcor just got a triple kill on Tom Cruise, Boston, and a third blue fort player. So he's doing a great job of stifling this push onto the objective. Luck.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Arcor did it. Yep. Arcor is at 4 kills right now.
You got 4, yeah. Oh yeah, you got another person over that other silo, and there's another person dead on top.
And there's another. Yep. He might be at 5.
This is a meat grinder for blue fort here, which is
Yep.
very surprising.
Arcor's at 5, about to be at 6. Drops Amadello over there. Amodio. This is just Liru English simulator, I swear. But BRDM pulled back. Well, I know WhatsApp's gonna say stuff in my chat, but anyway, Blue 4 is now pushing up that left flank. A little bit of QRF is jumping in, but we do have a TSB 3-man team pulling back. Meanwhile, Arcor still firing at this group. I'm watching his kill count, still at 6. He is now getting shot at by LaFive and forced to pull back. I would love to see him pull over to the right and now flank them from the rear. But getting 6 kills, that's definitely what the Op4 guys want for their KD, and they could repel this entire attack.
Wow, Arcor is now shooting at the other blue 4 push on the western side.
Certainly getting their attention.
Line of fire. He's got a decent line of fire, and with some of these rocks right here, he has half decent cover.
He needs to focus on the closer threat, though, because that is more close to his jurisdiction. He could just do a wide flank around. He's got to be careful because Dingo has 2 guys, Bassbeard, another good player, and G-Legs. Don't recognize his name, but they could potentially stop any back caps.
Ooh, and the BRDM is now firing again on Charlie and Delta for Blue 4.
Yeah, I mean, Blue 4 did not want this to play out this way. They're losing way too many guys in this one firefight. The 3-man reserve team is now pulling to the right. That's going to leave Arcor the ability to come behind Stray Dog here and get an easy headshot. And there it is. Arcor now at 7 kills, technically 8 when Amodio dies. So, really good start for Arcor there. If he stays behind them, he could do really well, but he might still run into that 3-man reserve group. But all those 3 guys, they're looking in the same angle. Arcor might be able to catch him out of position.
We actually have even further west in the BRDM, yeah, and passing Catalonia's group.
Indigo got a kill.
UAV technical?
Arcor just took some shots from a friendly. I think that was just stray fire, actually. But, yeah, I mean, Op4 doing a very good job stopping this steamroll here.
Yeah,
I think Blue 4 wanted to wait till where the Blue 4 guys on that western flank are now to begin the assault, so they have a much better pincer, but they ran into some dudes and unfortunately ran into it.
So Arcor's back here.
Yep, he's by 3 dudes.
Yeah, as he's sprinting out trying to go north,
he's gonna find Dingo's legs.
Yep, gonna find Dingo's and legs. He's gonna have Dingo's legs and
Dingo's legs. Oh, this is gonna be brutal.
Oh,
this is staff member to staff member, and he just mag dumps him in the back.
Right up the ass.
Oh.
He's still alive though, so he could wake
Yep.
up. But he's
I doubt from that much ammo. No way. Now I want to see if Arcor possibly takes Dingo's gun. There's the double tap. Now is Legs is turned around. He's suspicious, but doesn't look like it.
Northwest. He did not recognize those shots behind him as 4. He's Arcor does steal the AT4, so I think they're still.
Yep, Arcor now at 8 kills officially, still has a 9th. Legs catching him out of position, missing his shots though. Arcor, he gets dropped by Legs. A lot of bullets just went into him. Unlikely to wake up from that, but anything's possible. Did get a few shots on G-Legs, just couldn't connect that headshot. I mean, Legs had a frickin' 249, so I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah.
Arcor still wake back up though. Legs not going up for the double tap. Bassbeard camping in the woods here. Confused, but I mean, Arcor with those 9 kills, because I doubt Amodio is going to wake back up. That's what Op4 wanted to do. And Op4, I mean, the numbers are looking more and more even every time I look back here. And even if Blue 4 catches this back, we see Op4, like, they're setting up new defensive lines. They're trying to bait Blue 4 to come in, and it's 42 minutes down. So even if Blue 4 takes this terminal, the time it's going to take for them to get up to the next position, unless they steal this Ural over here, it's going to be costly. And I don't see how Blue 4 is going to really recover from this unless we see some major PvP happen right here.
Yeah, we have some, about a dozen or so Blue 4 over here by the barns on the southeast side of Terminal 2 as that western flank is starting to push in. But we have the TSB group, Scandi Recon, whatever you want to call them, pushing in from their north side. So
they've been forming a defensive line right there. I don't think they're going to move in. They're going to probably wait for the firefight to die down. Meanwhile, Arcor's still down.
Oh, Patriot's pushed up. Patriot, I believe, is the marksman? Yes, so he's pushing up as the lone wolf marksman, as you do. Actually getting on a roof.
Russ
now.
getting
He
some
might get
high
caught up
ground
by
here to
Scandi
fire
Recon
some
if,
GLs in this position.
The garrison in Terminal 2 doesn't first.
And Blue 4 is pulling back, and Arcor has died.
Rip. Yeah, they're probably pulling back because they don't. I guess they don't know what to do. They don't want to.
I don't think they like those positions because it's a big open area against a strong position. Probably thinking Op4 is going to keyhole them when they try to advance. So really rare that you see something like this, but it's a good call in my opinion. What they need to do is basically do a U-turn, go past the silos on the west and come right up to the forested area as the other Blue 4 group overwatches them. Yep, so they're already coming around. It's a good call. It's a good call.
Yeah, I agree. And we're actually seeing a bit of a flank coming in from the from Nemesis and Iceberg. We're going around way far on the west side.
RPG short.
Trying to catch out on the back end of the Western Blue 4 group as the Pantalones, Lurch, and Nito come up in the south. So this is a 3-pronged pincer attack to counterattack this human wave that Blue 4 has been trying to do for the past 30 minutes or so.
There's a fresh skull right there. So I'm counting the skulls here. There are 7 Op4 skulls, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Was also pulled up to the north side of the Blue 4 group, and now it's opening fire. So that's 4 different directions that Blue 4 is taking fire from. Sorry.
By the way, 22 Blue 4 skulls, 7 Op4 skulls.
Oof.
So yeah, Blue 4 has lost a large amount of manpower to this BRDM, as you BRDM, as you said, pulled around, might have just shot someone in the back.
Between
wow.
And the BRD,
yeah.
16 kills.
That's that shows why there's so many skulls on the other side. Op4 just got an 8th skull, probably from the garrison. I am seeing lesser and lesser numbers. TSB / Scandi Recon now contending with the Blue 4 group that came up.
Zeno's got domed.
Ooh, damn. Yeah, he was kind of out of position right there, so it makes sense.
Ooh, and Finn kills Frost. Not to be confused with Frost 993 in TSB, but still, that is
maybe it's old Frost. Who knows? But I mean, look at where Whale is. He's got a mass, not a mass cast, but he's got a man down. He's got another dead guy right there.
You know his definition of mass cast.
Also, we have the Matt Team guy. He's not the Matt Team guy, though. Matt Team is dead. T. Gorgonzola, whatever you want to call his name, he's the guy with the AT out, and he's trying to use it as a shock infantry weapon. No, the BRDM's pulled behind Scandi Recon here. And I'm only seeing Outcast and Finn. I thought there was one more.
Iceberg was over there. I think Iceberg died. Let me see.
No, Iceberg is still with Nemesis doing this wide flank, so they're going to try to catch more Blue 4 guys out of position. And we got 3 more guys, Acid, Pantalotes, Lurch, and Mito. Acid is the marksman for Op4. And look at this, Alpha for Op4 is also pulling around. A massive recommitment of forces here. They could run into these 2 Blue 4 guys, Bassbeard and Legs, to slow them down. Legs does have a machine gun, and Bassbeard does have AT to be shocked, though. But I think they're going to run into each other instead. This is just becoming the fight for this position.
This ditch where Mannerheim is now on the north side of it, they're going to run into him. They keep going along this ditch. They are poking their head up looking west into the forest. This might get them killed even quicker from their right flank.
Nemesis just tried to drop Anderson, missed his shots, and then Anderson turned around and just dropped Nemesis. He's still alive, though.
Warwick and Mannerheim opening up on Bassbeard and Legs. GP's.
Oh, yep, completely caught out of the open on that right flank. I'm wondering to see if someone like Dreek will come down and confirm the kills, but it doesn't look like it. That's okay. I mean, if they're pinned in that little riverbed right here, for lack of a better term, Op4 can just maneuver guys around to take care of them. But Blue 4 finalizing their little U-horn here. Starting to get that main force in, throwing grenades. One lands perfectly at Nielsen. Not knocking him down, but definitely doing a significant amount of damage.
Bassbeard and Legs are fighting for their lives. Bassbeard's getting shot up from 3 different people. Both of them still alive, surprisingly, but now they're getting thrown from the west side. If they try and collapse it, then that's going to be a very quick game for them.
I think Blue 4 is going to probably be able to get to control Terminal 2, but the sheer amount of Op4 QRF is going to stomp this out. And then the left flank has been reduced so much that the BRDM is going to be able to keep knocking them out. And we got people now coming up on their rear. Blue 4 doesn't really have any unified battle lines here. They're going to get ambushed on their 6. And it's just going to be... It's just going to be a massive amount of divide and conquer here. Really, the group with the biggest amount of chance is the one by the terminal, but they still have dudes to contend with, and the BRDM is now repositioning to deal with them. Mannerheim, meanwhile, going down by Legs is 249. Ouch.
Ooh, and, yeah,
he pushed up on his own by himself. Not the smartest thing to do.
No, Legs and Bassbeard, they're trying to... Oh, you're talking about Mannerheim, yeah.
Yep. Iceberg pushing up, spraying down Gorgonzola here. He had the mat gun, so that's going to take away a big opportunity for Blue 4 to be able to kill the BRDM. Because AT, with the amount of people dead, this is going to be pretty limited. I do see Chavez in the main group with a stolen RPG. Reap also has his 2-4 AT4, and they both have a decent angle on the BRDM, but smoke grenades are blocking their view.
Pistol at the BRDM. Yeah, Norris also has an M203, but he's shooting at the BRDM with his rifle, trying to pop the tires. I think he doesn't know that the 40mm can actually damage that BRDM.
Mm-hmm. Not by much, though.
Yeah, better than nothing. Better than 5.56.
Iceberg now pulling back. It's even right now. Actually, Op4 has 4 guys up and running. Blue 4 only has 3 guys up and running. That whole left flank has fallen apart. Platoon HQ and Patriot have pushed up kind of in between the two groups, and now the remainder of this Blue 4 group is trying to push up. A grenade gets thrown right into Marco's building. Ouch.
He might throw a second one as Graf comes around, as Nelson looks away.
By the way, Warwick also down. Mannerheim not waking back up. Legs is just camping with his 249. Cosmonaut trying to do a wide right flank. Probably going to catch Legs out of position here.
Oh, yeah.
And he guns Legs down. All right, so that's the far right flank taken care of. I don't see Bassbeard waking back up.
No, he got lit up way too much when he was down.
And Blue 4 sweeping most of this position. Cholin's trying to bandage Night Owl. Nelson still in position here, but Blue 4 needs to start initiating the hack. But I mean, it's messy.
Yeah, that's
Pantalone's knocking out Special K. And other guys trying to medic up their mask has Brian crawls over behind a rock, gets shot in the leg. A little bit of desync on his end. And now it's just up to Killinger, who hasn't noticed. Nope, he just did. Turned around to wonder what those gunshots were. And Op4 has successfully nullified the left flank here. We could see Killinger. He just did drop Lurch right here. But it is now 1v3.
God bless. Like, that was very surprising, because Blue 4 had a very big number advantage. But between the BRDM and lots of maneuvering from Red 4, they just got enveloped and taken apart slowly.
Blue 4 trying to initiate the hack. They just couldn't find the right asset to do it. Looks like Bash just found it, though. Sorry, continue.
Well, I mean, that's it. That's all she wrote for that left flank. Dr. Killinger just gets taken out by the BRDM.
I watched that happen. Oh.
And that's them completely just eviscerated.
You know, if I was Op4, I would let them finish the hack because it's going to spawn a GPU and explode, but if they keep them stuck in the building, it's going to blow themselves up.
Yeah, so they just need to tighten this loop.
VRDM has 12 kills, by the way, but AT comes in, knocking it out, but T5A manages to survive, comes out, starts trying to machine gun Alec here, gets the kill, up to 13.
Yeah, T5A comes out swinging, gets a little sloppy, but it got the kill, and that's all that matters.
Dooley also got out relatively unscathed. T5A charging in.
Got another one, but Ross is still up.
I can't click his name. And then Firefighter comes in, gets another kill. T5A wakes back up. More in the obvious ace unconscious animation. I'm wondering if Bay will get the double tap. Yep, there it is.
Firefighter gets Lang, and who's left? Now it's blue on blue. So they're pretty fine. The last one left is Patriot.
Marco is unconscious. No one's gonna be able to stop the hack though. Nope, Bay's coming in. Pauses it. Nice.
As you say it, T5A comes in, and they don't even know
T5A at 15 kills, by the way.
Oh yeah. Lurch is shooting off at something to the north, but Patriot.
I think he was double tapping bodies or firing at Patriot, but then Patriot returns the favor and drops Lurch. One shot to the chest.
Blast. That was a great shot from Patriot. And
Patriot just gave another shot on Iceberg. The bolt almost penetrated and hit Mito too. That would have been a nice little 2-for-1 special there.
Oh, and Finn gets the counter snipe on Patriot with just that.
Finn is really good at sniping marksman. Now you have Acid Panalotes killing Iceberg.
Wait, seriously? And he also shot at Finn. Oh my god.
Amazing. He was like, I need to help Blue 4. Blue 4 is doing way too poorly here. But, yeah, I mean, poor Iceberg.
Well, it is the marksman, too. So the marksman miss-PID'd.
I don't know how you miss-PID that, but screw it. Shoot the friendlies.
I guess.
Shoot
but
the friendlies.
Literally the last one up is Marco. Anderson might come around and spot him, but someone needs to find him and... Wait, Marco actually... What?
Marco's down.
Yeah,
he's just gonna bleed out.
Like ragdoll, I think.
Here, I'm gonna shout at Anderson. Anderson, he's over here. Oh, he died.
Oh, wow. Okay.
See, I told Anderson where he was, and he just insta-died. Anderson is the guy that runs FNF officially, so he even stole an enemy rifle, because 7.62 is better than 5.56. Wow. Or the 7.62 by 39 that Op4 has, but there you go. GG.
Here we go.
Let's go back upstairs.
Yeah,
that was a slaughter. That was an honest-to-God slaughter.
Seriously.
I can't tab out. Why? Arma, you betrayed me.
Echo did all the work. Screw off.
I gotta say though,
we had a good chat.
Yeah, Red Fort Delta teams did such a good job defending. They didn't even have to fire a shot. The enemy just went the other way.
Oh, God.
I just dug in all game.
Oh my god, a three-way!
What?
Alrighty, break.
The fuck is this?
Get community leaders to post their numbers.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
Anderson, permission to go spectator this round?
Team 6.
Whatever you want to do. If you want to spectator this one.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
What is this?
Dancer.
Send in GOAT.
Also, damn you, Larry. Stop it. Stop with the gift subs, please.
You're literally forced push to talk. How are you doing that?
Send in.
There's your 200 subs for now. Okay. Thank you, Larry. Again, seriously. Thank you. I'm sure everyone will be thanking you for the sub. I mean, that's the power of September, right?
GOAT Team 6 now.
Does anyone else keep getting randomly kicked out of the TS?
TS
Jesus, Larry.
For me.
Send in GOAT Team 6.
If you got a sub from Larry, make sure you thank him. But I hope you all keep enjoying the ops. Hope you're enjoying Friday night fights tonight. And I hope you're all staying safe among COVID-19, whatever you want to call it.
Wait, does it have to do with like the same name being used? I used to receive that a lot. Are you getting a TS
I'm so confused with this though.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a result of a different TS name to a different fucking in-game name.
Send in GOAT Team 6 now.
Break. Oh, this is a.
There's also an armed little bird.
Send in goat team 6.
Attack blue and in 4, defend red 4.
Oh my
Is this
God.
a even?
How do I
numbers?
write this?
Whoever made this mission? Strike.
Send in goat team 6.
Strike.
Now.
Drac is currently dealing with an issue. He's in a different channel.
It's round 2.
It says at the end, 25% more blue than combined up 4 and
Send
in 4.
in goat team 6.
From what track to
Wait, no.
Maybe is there a second mission we can switch to and then have this one after that, perchance?
Send in goat team 6.
Because my mission is
went up into the
third,
other room to ask
and
about
it is for Tanoa.
Alright, we'll just have to hold then. Until that issue's resolved.
Send in
Everyone
goat
hold.
team
Anderson is
6
asking the
now.
details.
Is there like a time break between each round?
What? No,
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
There's a 15 minutes. Yeah, 15-minute safe start. So.
Yeah, it's already several hours long of an event.
Send in goat team 6.
Lord have mercy. Alright, can I get the 15th
Send in
on
goat team
Op 4?
6 now.
I'll give you an option for leadership if you want it.
Send in goat team 6 now.
Abstain.
Let's get the 2nd on Blue 4.
Send in goat team 6 now.
Let's get CSC on N4.
5 M1232s.
Let's put SOG on Op 4. '29th on N4.
It's only 8 slots. Oh yeah, there's no slots.
Oh, but
sorry, independent is like 10 is like 8, 10 slots.
You're killing me, Strek. You're killing me. 29th. Oh Lord. 29th come Blue 4. 29th you have option for leadership. Scandi Recon Op 4. Scandi Recon you have option for leadership.
Yeah, sure.
Yay. Let's get Evets on
Xenos off.
Jump the gun, Jedi.
From platoon medic.
Let's get Evets on Blue 4. You have option for leadership.
We'll take.
Let's get the Welsh on Op 4. Let's get...
So Boston's going to join us to commentate on this round.
Op 4.
Independence 8 dudes with Tom Cruise.
Individual and solo players.
Op 4,
Blue
Flying
4.
Finn is platoon leading.
Where do you want AA?
Nemesis is going marksman.
Hang on, I'll slot y'all in a second.
Canadians?
I got you.
This is definitely an interesting scenario. But Blue 4 has the armed little birds, probably only going to have miniguns, but still, that is a very deadly asset.
Let's get BPL on Op 4.
What's AA on?
Delta 1, guys.
AA, I didn't see your numbers.
I posted them. 5.
I still don't see them. Where did they go?
Way up there.
That's probably why.
Wait, no, it's like the second one there.
Let's get.
Oh man, but Larry, Jesus, man.
Op 4? No.
So it's never a best of 3. It's just a bunch of people doing a powwow together.
It's hard to tell with how this is set up.
It's just randomized scenarios, just for the fun of having PvP. There's always different ground commands. There's always different.
Hey, let's
What about TSB?
Assets.
TSB, how many are you?
5.
TSB come blue. Is there a community that has not been slotted?
242.
242.
I've never seen a team of 8 though that are going to be like solo as quote-unquote resistance.
I'm CSC and SC.
This is also on Cavallo, which is a super urban environment.
I get someone on independent to go blue, so Ghoul can slot an independent. He's new, so
Let
I
me change the map to.
I can take it.
All right.
Independent.
Is there a community that has still not been slotted? 242, you are off for.
Oh man.
Didn't,
How do you join? I'm in the Discord. Read what's on the Discord. It'll tell you.
Delta 2 for anybody.
I don't have those details memorized.
And if you're not currently slotted, go blue 4.
Night Owl, you slotted into the wrong spot, my guy.
Night Owl, could you? Yeah, Ghoul, go ahead and take TL.
Why is Barbarian poking me with weird stuff?
Attack. Nuri's take, and then go on G.
Alrighty.
110 players.
Barbarian's poking me about some woman that makes 10K a month being a puppy. I like, why? Why? What do you want with me, Barbarian?
Yeah, I didn't ask you to slot on independent, man.
I thought I was taking someone else's slot. I can go back.
Alrighty.
Sorry.
Break. Alright, Frost, 60 seconds. Get your platoon together.
Righto.
Yeah, right. What's that? But yeah, this will be second round. It's just, again, for the sake of having PvP, but we're in the triple digits. Scandi Recon versus TSV. That's the exact type of shit I wanted to avoid, but...
Good deal. Finn.
Whatever.
60 seconds. Get your platoon together.
Yes, Punk, you can thank Larry for that. Larry's been Mr. Sub Santa today.
Seems good.
Alrighty. Strack, you don't get to get your group together.
Yeah, right, what's that?
I need Time Lord. I can't have you in a slot by yourself. If you could get a second
fear
guy
me,
in that
I'm drunk.
team, or if you could jump down to maybe Delta 3 or something. Yeah, thank you, sir. Alrighty.
We're on. Never mind.
Alrighty.
That's a lot of assets, man.
Let's push it to map screen.
So it's Kavala, but I want to see the exact sectors here. Like, it's not the three-way fight I was expecting.
Kavala in the Russians without a Greek intelligence.
Okay.
Who's in for platoon lead?
Strap.
Thank you.
So it's an organized sector. Blue 4 spawns all the way down here in Independent spawn. So is...
Alrighty. Strack, you made the mission. Give us a brief.
I was in the brief.
Okay, sorry about the confusion, everyone, with the slotting. But Green 4 is in fact helping Blue 4 retake the city of Kavala.
Okay.
So it's basically the standard sector control. You have to take each sector one at a time. So like you can't take 2 first. You have to do 1, 2, then 3. The only thing is, Independent has been added into the mix here. They are helping Blue 4 fight the Russians, as I mentioned. So the only catch is Independent can only kill Russians. They cannot take sectors. That's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions?
Is there friendly fire between Independent and Blue 4?
There's not supposed to be, but if you shoot one, yeah, it's definitely going to happen. If you look in mission details, you can see the uniforms. But yeah, they are working together.
Wait, hold on, I'm confused. In4 is attacking or defending?
Independent is attacking Red 4 along with Blue 4. They're just a smaller group. They're basically partisans.
Understood.
Where's Info starting?
They are marked.
No, it's not. They are not marked for Red 4. They're marked for Blue 4.
I didn't say anything. What do you mean?
Okay.
Alright, so they are starting in the fucking mountains then. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, wait. They're starting west. They're starting west, actually.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Alright. Break. Alright, if there's no other questions.
Alright, jumping down to the couch. Boston apparently will be joining us. That'll be interesting.
God damn it. I'm such a fucking idiot.
You are an idiot. You.
I completely forgot about that. I played literally one round, and the rest I've been able to see everything. So I thought I was being helpful. Fuck me.
Go back and play the round, because you need to clearly get a recourse here. Also, someone named Boston is joining us.
No, is he trying
yeah, but I know more about this than you do, apparently, so... Lamau.
Fuck off. Goodbye, Boston. He didn't turn off his T4. God damn it, I feel stupid now. Oh, I really feel stupid.
I hope you get banned and I'll steal your job.
You already have.
I know, right? Anyway, so we have Op4 here with the 3 Gazes, the UAZ Dishka, the BTR-80, 3 Chords, and Finn immediately taking one of those Gazes for command purposes. This is a wave sector control defense thingamajig, meaning Blue 4 can only take Sector 1 first, then they have to take Sector 2, then they can take Sector 3. Independent apparently is not allowed to take any sectors, and let's see, they're dressed up, yeah, like some pretty good-looking partisans here. They also have a marksman in this squad who's got a scoped M14, usually what you see for Independent, but we also see an unscoped M14 with them as well. And, yeah, I mean, it looks like FNLs and AKs, so that is, it's nice. But unfortunately, Barbarian has leaked information because he is a traitor, and now Op4 will be able to stomp out the resistance of Independence because Barbarian pulled a bad. Meanwhile, looking over at Blue 4, we have a shit ton of transport MRAPs. Jesus, I thought... Actually, no, those are the 5 ones that are... Yep, okay, never mind. The Little Bird gets a single minigun on the left side. Okay, that's very particular, but okay, yeah. Just a single minigun. 2 is too many, exactly.
M134 is 7.62. It's not even like it's the Gal 11 or whatever the hell, the 50 cal.
Yeah, it's only a 7.62 shooter, so I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this actually would have been a really funny op to see a boat on and see Blue 4 try to do something with boats, because we always see them put boats down at least to throw Op 4 off, but yeah, I don't know.
Always, but that would have been interesting, yeah. So,
Boston, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Boston, talk. We've been talking too much.
Why do I have to talk? Because I'm going to watch your stream later and just hear my voice and go,
Hey, if I have to do it when I edit my channel, you have to listen to your own voice in this fucking video.
I have to do it when I edit for his channel. You have to.
Well, Barb, I pay you to. I don't pay myself to. I could never pay myself to.
Okay.
Well, your videos don't do well enough, Barbarian.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry. I believe the one with Granite Afori has like over 100,000 views or something.
No, you wish.
Sector 2 is probably going to be the hardest.
Okay, I'm looking at that. Hold up. No, let Boston speak.
Yeah, I think Sector 2 is going to be hardest to capture simply because it has that roof access and they can hide.
I'm going to turn Boston up.
What is that, on the west side? Looks like, or no, north side of it, behind that pavilion on top, and you'll have no eyes on it from any of the building except for the office to the south. So it's gonna be really hard to get in there, and along with having the basement on the hotel. But looking at Sector 3, I mean that one looks like pretty easy to take. All you have to do is just roll over it, and then I don't know about Sector 1.
Let's look at Sector 1. Again, this is a tiered defense, so only Sector 1 can be taken first. It looks literally to be just an intersection, including buildings from 4 different blocks, so Op4 could station a squad there and make a very pesky amount of defense. There's a lot of open areas that Blue 4 will have to come down to try to take it, so if Op4 capitalizes by being in those 2-story buildings, it could get very, very messy. Sector 2, as you said, could be a bit tough here because it is the hospital. I'm already seeing some fortifications being made for it. And then Sector 3, yeah, that's pretty damn open, but it's next to that big construction complex and an office complex that could give some nice elevation to overwatch that entire sector. So this will be interesting.
And one of the things I did notice is if you look across the bay, they have an office building they can use. To just basically look over. So if they even try to come down that mountain or anywhere along that road, they'll have easy eyes on over by the castle.
Yeah, on the south side of the castle.
Castle would also be really good.
Not the greatest position, but that top floor, they have a pretty solid banister to set up on. And I wouldn't go for the roof personally.
I'd go for the castle, the bastion all the way at the top.
I feel that's a bit too far. Well, the elevation helps, but it's. Maybe a marksman or...
I wouldn't put the marksman up here. I would just have a dude with binos watching to see, hey, Blue 4's coming.
Cords as well.
Though a
yeah,
Delta team would be pretty good up there as well, because they can like suppress a fire to keep the troops down in between the buildings while another team comes at them from the flank.
So Sergeant Frable actually has an igloo. I don't know if that was mentioned or not. So that's good. As
he
soon
does.
As the little bird is spotted, so that's gonna be that dead.
So the Delta team, yeah, that's their Delta MAT team weapon. So they don't have any special AT. They just have an igloo instead. Okay. Who's the pilot for Blue 4? That would be Martin. Martin is about to have a really shitty second round at Friday Night Fight NA.
If he's quick enough. No, not on a
Little birds don't warn you, and they don't have any countermeasures. You are dead if an Igla comes up to you.
So, depending on the little bird, I think the RHS one actually might come with a jammer, so it could throw off that Igla if he does it turns the jammer and does a pass. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure the jammer only prevents locking on though.
Well, yeah, you start the jammer before you start a pass, and then when you're doing the strike, it can't lock onto you.
But is he gonna do that?
I don't know. I don't even know if there's a jammer. I'm theorizing.
It sounds like a pilot thing that most pilots would know, but not your standard infantry.
I mean, the dude's gonna fire the Igla either way, but if he gets a solid lock, then that's gonna be all she wrote because it doesn't have any flares unless it does.
So my question for you guys though is, where do you think they're gonna put the BTR?
That is an excellent question.
Good place for them. You could put it next to the hospital and maybe in front of it, but even then.
I would probably say some major choke point or intersection.
South of the castle.
Maybe I would personally try and use it to hunt down that independent team, especially since I might have leaked where they are, where they start. So
if it was me, I would try to send it on a mission, go completely east, and then come around and just try to do scouting to see where the enemies are actually coming from, and then when they do get called out, go on the flank.
The only problem that I would see with that is the fact that the BTR is so slow. To get a good spot position, I'd have to climb a hill, and
Tsunamis raiding with party of 6. How are you doing, man? What were you streaming?
Off to the east. Good spot, but it would take a lot of time just to get up there, and then also a lot of time to get into a advantageous position for a flank, in my opinion at least.
I really like the southern side of the castle because there's just so much terrain that it could hide in, but give it a little bit of elevation and it has perfect overwatch of Sector 1.
But does the gun have enough depression to work?
It will. Look at the low hills and whatnot. There's just so many places you can put it.
It tilts down. Yeah, it tilts down.
And having that range is going to make it so that the AT4 is going to have it's going to have a really tough time reaching that. I'm trying to see. I see the Delta guy. He also has a Maz, so he does have an assistance too. So he's got 5 shots total. But
it does look like you called it because the BTRs are moving south.
It is. Yep.
So I wonder if it's going to post up on the port here as well, or maybe even behind the rock with the road around it.
Yeah.
The office building.
Yeah, that kind of circle area. Yeah. Or triangle, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, but it's the armed one, so it doesn't. It can only carry 3 people at a time, including pilot and co-pilot. So
60 to 46 or so total.
It can't really fit that many dudes in here.
The 2 fronts,
so it's not going to be able to really move people.
Difference. I mean, it is urban warfare, so it's going to be bloody and messy no matter what. But given the compactness and the better visibility, generally speaking, with open streets, side streets, very white buildings against dark green camouflage, etc. I think
true. The op is
but we might.
There's 109 people on the server right now, minus the 3 spectators. It's a 106-person PvP. Blue 4 is working with a squad of independent rebels to take 3 sectors from Op 4. It's 1 life. This means they have to take Sector 1 first, then 2, then 3. Independent can't steal the sectors, only Blue 4 can.
Yes, what they're probably going to do is they're going to back cap. They're going to go from...
Independent can't take the zones.
Yes, but they can help Blue 4 take it, which means if they can prevent Op 4 from even coming back here, then...
that's a good point.
But that requires planning on, the independent side to do that.
I don't think Independent has radio comms with Blue 4 either, though. I'm not seeing any LRs.
If you actually look at where Independent is, they've been dropping what looks to be GPSs and maps. I don't know if those are just extras in their kit or what, but that's interesting.
I think Strax just having them go full rogue. So
but no maps.
What?
I mean, they're paramilitary. They're not supposed to have a map of the town. They're not going to have the GPS. They're just like local forces, from what I heard in the brief.
Did anyone else see the Op4 guy just fly off into the nothingness?
I suppose it's possible, but if
no,
I'd assume that's intentional. Otherwise, that's a weird handicap to be giving yourself as a paramilitary force. But I don't know. Who knows?
They don't need GPSs or maps. Any self-respecting Arma player should have Kavala memorized. Let's be honest.
That is a good point. Yeah, it's good to see Kavala as well.
Fucking 8 years on this damn map, man.
8. It's 7. It came out what, 2013? I guess this would be the
7 or 8. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, hey, I'm right. You know what I mean.
You're technically correct, which is the best.
The best kind of correct.
Looks like Nemesis and one of the Finn guys are going out. What is that? East of Sector 2.
Yanni's reached the map border, immediately running back because he doesn't want to die. But you usually do see.
It's teleporting. It teleports you back to the point where you left the zone.
Oh, that's cool.
That's actually really neat.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But usually you see Scandi Recon will break off and have someone branch out and try to get on the rear of the enemy force. But Nemesis is the marksman, so I'd be willing to bet they're probably going to try to move to the hills by the quarry and overwatch them coming down.
The BTR did go up into the castle, but not onto the ridge outside it. They went into
in the castle. Maybe they're trying to hide it from the bird because they know the bird's going to be up there.
But the bird can't do anything to it. It's only got a 7.62 minigun.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Best day. That's true.
You gotta remember, 2 weeks ago, there was a little bird with a rocket pod to fight the T-80, so...
Yes, that mission. I remember that one. That was a fun one.
That was a fun one with the carrier.
I don't remember that one.
No,
that was NA round 3, I think.
Yeah. That was the one with the big boat beached on the shore after
the big hurricane. Carrier, yep.
I don't know. I've been doing too many drugs. I can't remember that far.
I got so much shit in the comment section of people saying there was no way that carrier was supposed to be propped up that way, and I'm like, it's just a game, guys.
The broken carrier one?
Yeah.
I
they're
remember
all
that
liars,
one now.
and they need to believe in Arma just a little bit more.
Yeah, they also need to realize that was night.
Arma physics.
That, right?
Yeah, that was night.
So by the way, we have a cord on the southern side of the hospital in this nice little fortified position that Op4 has made, a nice little overwatch point. However, I don't see any Op4 guys. Wait, no, I stand corrected. I think a squad is now going down south to fortify Sector 1. Meanwhile, looking back at...
They have 2 minutes, though. That they're gonna be getting there as soon as mission safe start ends.
Yeah, Blue 4 is starting to mount up Vix.
I'd love to see one Red 4 just hide in a random corner of one of the buildings inside the sector, so that they have to clear every single building and just delay as much as possible while not trying to.
How about a replay of the shitter squad? Everyone in one room, and we just wait for them to open the door.
Oh, dude, some of these 2 stories, like the long 2 story with that big first floor, that would be perfect to try and recreate that in. Just watch both of the doors.
Real quick, Marksman and the 2IC are in the Little Bird because it can only fit 3 people at a time, pilot, co-pilot, and someone sitting on the minigun chair. I don't know why he's not sitting on the other chair. That's just how the model works. But, logically, he probably wouldn't want to sit on that unless he likes the tingly it gets. But they're probably going to get redeployed somewhere, either up high, because they are the Marksman team after all, or maybe try to rush the castle. I don't know, but...
What if they were going to be sent up to go
I just saw that, yeah.
Work with Independent, like actually get them a radio?
Possibly.
That'd be pretty big brain, but yeah, I doubt it. I'd like to see that though, definitely. Like have the Marksman work with them.
Tools.
Just something so they can get comms, and so they're setting up. Looks like Op4 setting up north of the hospital with a bunch of bunkers on top of one of the office buildings. While a good idea,
oh my
I don't think they're going to have enough fortifications to cover the ladder if any of the other office buildings get taken.
They're putting the UAZ Dishka on the castle perimeter wall.
So.
Oh my.
That's a misplay.
The chattery.
They have the Dishka UAZ up there. They have the BTR up there. Like.
They're trying to go up to the tallest part with the BTR.
You gotta be kidding me. That's not how this game works. You're gonna go flying.
No, you see,
Fuck by the safe start.
it says in the BTR 80s manual that stairs are the #1 weakness of BTR, so I don't know why they're trying to climb up those, but it's not going to be effective. Go ahead, Boston.
Nothing.
And we see a gas.
We put 8 wheels for all terrain. Stairs is not terrain.
Alright, so it looks like the...
Oh, they almost ran over mountain.
Going east of the entire town, so let's see where they head. And it looks like the first Blue 4 forces should be coming into range.
Also going on foot.
Yeah, they're moving quick with these
and we got
MRAPs.
D3. Leto fell with 2 others and a Gaz.
Yep.
I think D3 is an MMG team. I don't think they're the MAT team.
D1, 2, and 3 are MG teams. D4 is the BAT team, which is AT.
I don't think they quite recognize, or I don't think they know that Blue 4's vehicles are all fairly bullet resistant, but
that's a good hill to get set up on if you don't...
Hombre Maron, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
Where the marksmen were just like counter-reconning each other.
Oh, helicopter just landed tail first. Probably damaged his rotor a bit there, but they're going to deploy where the other marksman team has also deployed.
He's taking back off.
Yeah, but
it's not that bad.
The Op4 team knows that they're coming, but Blue 4 doesn't know that they're up here, so Op4 has a little bit of an advantage here. I'm surprised that helicopter didn't explode when they went tail first in the ground, because usually that's the case. But it is an RHS one, so it can be a little tanky.
So I'm looking back at spawn, it looks like 2 guys from D3 and 1 guy from D4 on Blue 4 side have been left behind, while everyone else is up at that at the factory complex.
I noticed that too. I think they're go ahead, Barbarian.
Well, I was just gonna say that's D3, which is an MMG team with a 240 Bravo. I guess there weren't enough. I don't know. Either that's a miscommunication or they intentionally wanted them to go up on foot towards the Kavala Pier.
I did see them intentionally running off on their own as soon as safe start started. Meanwhile, Independent Marksman is taking some pot shots at some Op4 guys. No kills, though.
No. Yanni is looking the wrong way as both Serbi and Jedi are starting to crest this hill.
Gunshots!
Serbi's open fire. Ooh, Serbi almost gets his head taken out by Yanni, but he goes down beneath the crest of the hill. And so that's first
Nemesis
contact between red and blue.
Yeah. So
the helicopter needs to bug out of here.
So we got the BTR D4 with a dish come up at the castle. We've got C1, which actually has not fortified Sector 1. They've held back. There's no one in the zone there. As Alpha 1 and Marshall with Echo are starting to come down the road.
And they've taken fire from Red Fort Bravo.
There's our tracers.
They've opened fire over the buildings onto Blue 4, Charlie, Bravo, and Whale in 117.
Marksman team for Op4 pulling back, by the way. They don't want to risk that fight.
They ran away from each other.
Yep.
A side note about the 117s, I believe if they're scripted like they were last time, it doesn't have the Mark 19, it has a 50 cal and a 7.62 M240 Bravo.
Yes. It's because Indigo and Dingo both said that the 40 mil would be way too OP, which I do agree with, because you can take buildings out with that puppy.
Yeah, 96 40 mil rounds in a belt times what, 3-4 belts. That's an AO.
It's murder. That's all you need to know.
Not the fun kind of murder.
So it looks like Leto is getting some eyes on. It looks like A2, which is halfway down the hill.
Independent in Sector 3.
I'm pretty sure Jedi died, and Serbi's the last one. No, Jedi's alive as well.
Nope. Dreek, however, has died. He's First Blood. He was the squad leader for Alpha Blue 4. I think he died to the cord turret. No, it might have been James Sanders. 1 second.
relative to Bernie Sanders?
For whatever reason, I cannot get a click on Jane here to check his kill count.
Jane, nope, he does not have to kill, or she.
Checking the heavy guns here. Yeah, I don't know who got that kill.
Speaking of heavy guns, both the UAZ Dishcom and the DTR are still up at the top of the castle, just kind of chilling, not doing much. They've brought, Liru, you're gonna love this. Look next to the BTR on the castle.
Hold on, Blue 4 D3 position that walked in out of position. If any of them were to look right, they could get 2 easy kills. It's a perfect place for Russian Fury to mow him down, but he is.
Nope.
Oh,
they're pulling back a little bit. Maybe to the other.
Fog of War.
To the other side of the rock.
But by now, the Delta team, unless they.
They're staying still. They're
cat and mouse.
Low wall.
Fog of War, cat and mouse.
That's the MMG. They're gonna be looking for targets. Carpenter's spotting for Norse with that MT-40 Bravo, but yeah, Ladofeld might have just spotted them actually. He peeked out and then peeked back in. I don't know.
Oh, and we got some more downs up by the windmills.
We have our first Op4 death. It was in the group that was firing back. Tahordi is dead.
Yeah, I think he was on the cord originally.
Yeah,
he's down, and it looks like Mito is trying to work on him. But little does they know.
I love this position that they built up by the hospital. I gotta
Got
say.
Op4 also dealing with Independent. Some rounds are being exchanged.
Yeah, Archer's down now, up at that hill location. Looks like Blue 4 is definitely pulling a line, trying to get in. Oh, and looks like the 1117 is going to be the first one in the zone for Sector 1.
I wonder if they can cap through the vehicle.
They can.
I believe they can, yeah.
So that they just have to roll it in about 10 meters to their north, not even.
I don't see any explosive traps.
Lato's moving up behind the Delta 3 team. Does he see him? They hear him.
They definitely heard it. Lato pulled back. Yeah, so they now know. So I'm going to see Russian Fury set up his bipod here and get a good double kill.
We have contact between Red 4 and Bean 4. Corporal Reap shooting at Patriot and Tom Cruise with a bit of AK fire and a GP as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're keeping
contact
that
has been
little bird in
established on both
reserve,
sides.
which is nice too. So that can be used later on once they know the hack team is taken care of.
Yep. These guys are stalling hard.
Really wanted to see this 1117 push up a little bit. I'm sure they're afraid of AT, as they rightly should.
Oh, did he get hit by the cord?
Oh, the 1117 just sniped, I think it was Germanium?
Mm-hmm.
There was someone on Red 4 who just got absolutely decked over 500 meters, probably from that M2, but damn, that was a good shot.
Castle defense machine guns are firing. It looks like it's the UAZ, but the BTR also lined up to fire down on Blue 4's positions.
That's actually the 762 off of the BTR, the PKT.
God, how long are these Delta 3 teams going to look at each other
I don't know. They're playing it way too cautious right now. They need to... We see this time and time again in Friday Night Fights where they think there's more there, but in reality, you know, our bird's eye view spoils us so that we have all the information, but these guys are playing it super cautious, but that extra caution is what can cost them the match.
And they're kind of doing the right thing, you know, just hiding, but if they were able to take out that M240, which they would easily...
Yeah, because that M240 has been getting a lot of downs on this one fortified Op4 position, so the longer this Delta... they're both D3, wow. The longer the Op4 group takes to take out the Blue 4 group, the more damage Blue 4 is going to do.
Yeah, especially... with the bullet drop and the elevation distance difference, it's just perfect for that 240 group. They've actually killed another person on that cord that was on the south side.
And it looks like Jedi and Serbi have finally made it up to the point they originally wanted to get to as the sniper position, as Nemesis and Yanni are just kind of like stuck in a building.
Yeah, they pulled back northwest.
Little Bird coming in for an attack run. Major miss.
Yeah, went way over on that.
It hit the little big
and
mountain
Santa's
thing.
doing the friendly wiggle at the helicopter, hoping they would see him.
Cack.
Yeah, so
Lado coming around, being again super cautious.
Reinforcements have made their way to the north for Red Force, so we're seeing a full squad now holding north of Sector 2 against this Green Fort push.
Tom Cruise is dead for the Independence.
Rest in peace.
Well, it looks like they are doing what I said. They're back capping so that Sector 3 should be open when Blue 4 finally steamrolls 2.
Yeah, but Blue 4 is gonna have to make their way up to Sector 3, and with no radio contact, they won't be able
Oh
to
my
coordinate
fucking god, you guys, please.
So D3. Oh, they're taking fire at each other now, I think.
No, Delta 3 for Op 4 finally set up, got their machine gun close, and then just as Blue 4 D3 started moving away, but they might pull back now because they're getting suppressed.
Yeah,
oh, please see each other. Russian, look left. They're right there. They're right there. Shoot them. Shoot them.
Do you not hear? No.
Oh, he looked right at him.
There goes one guy to the machine gun fire.
That was Norse. That was a 240 Bravo gunner. So that's that team defanged.
Oh my freaking god.
But yeah, Russian just, I guess, suppression, fog of war, whatever. Carpenter actually looks back
Carpenter
up.
now sees the skyline. Russian is not shooting. Now he is. Jesus. And then Lato just got the headshot from the left side.
Yeah, but now they're getting suppressed from their own friendly forces.
Yep.
Yeah, because at that distance, it's really hard to PID with just your irons.
Well, hopefully
As a
Lato
rocket
calls
goes
that
in,
out.
oh my god! I think the Maz rocket just went right over the head of the
Yeah.
It gave him a haircut, dude.
The cat. See, this is what sucks though. If that BTR blows up, it's gonna destroy the UAZ Dishka as well. I just saw a sniper round coming for Independent. Beautiful Maz round just came in. Basphere got shot in the leg by the Independent marksman, and then he bails out to bandage just as that AT round comes in. I'm surprised the car is still alive.
Oh, I saw it hit the wall on my side.
Yeah, I saw it hit the wall as well.
I thought it hit. All right.
Or the marksman, yeah.
But no, it was the marksman with the like hit. Another Maz round going out.
Oh, and again it goes sailing over. It's gonna hit the water.
Yep, just hit the water in the back.
Oh, and the Delta 4 team is right there. They're at the little shed up on the hill.
They still got 2 rocket rounds to use, but that is the biggest armor asset that Op 4 has, so it's worth the use.
That's their concern.
If they have an assistant, they should have 6.
They have 6 total. Okay.
3 for the gunner, and then 3 more in the backpack.
We actually have a Echo 2 for Blue 4 is actually hitting the back left wheel of the BTR.
Yep, that's the 117. So thank you for clarifying that, Boston. I thought they only had 5 total, but apparently it's 6.
6 rounds of pain.
BTR getting suppressed, hiding behind the castle walls.
And a vehicle.
Independent, meanwhile, still pushing up. They had another guy go down, Patriot. But they are now in the defensive positions of Op 4, and they might use them against them.
No one up there. Yeah. They all pulled down.
Here, Asrador was actually shooting through the office building between the 117 and
Little Bird doing a long-range strike.
Damn, yeah, that's really high up.
Frable is in the castle, by the way. They're not getting eyes on, though. Igla was not pulled out. Go ahead, Boston.
I was gonna say, it looks like Blue 4 is going just for an attrition warfare. They're not actually going for sectors. They're trying to kill as many Op 4 as possible before they finally start pushing.
As you say that, though, Blue 4 is committing a large amount of dudes to Sector 1 right now for a push. This could be the taking of the sector. There it is.
Because there was...
Yeah.
Because there's no one defending it.
No one in the zone, and they took it when the first person went into the trigger area. So, but the back line here of Victor Kowak, Gorskowski, and Stathenberger, Blue 4 is going to think that this place is relatively undefended.
Well, the problem is
seen that in the
Gorsh is looking
past.
the wrong way. He's looking down the road towards the beach. He's not looking towards the center of these buildings.
Well, that's fine. He's working what angles he has, because in the building he's in, he actually has no southern...
it's blocked.
Ooh.
Yeah, southern view. And even then, it'd just be that building across the street.
D3 of Op 4 is completely behind Blue 4 lines.
Explosive charge just went off as Blue 4 was taking Op 4's previous position. It doesn't look like it netted any casualties, though. More explosive going off.
Probably got Huddleston.
Nope, didn't get anyone either.
No, Hudson's good.
It was a good trap play, but unfortunately, explosive traps are not that effective. You got to basically knock the building out that a guy goes in.
Your favorite. He's up on the rocks, about to look on the roof. Yep, and he's taking. Oh, he shot at Archer. Didn't get him though. And it looks like Independence also shooting at them.
Oh. Independence actually been wiped out pretty much.
They're only 3 KIAs in. We just saw the third one from RW. But they're trying to get right behind Op4, but Op4 knows they're there. I've seen them exchange shots back and forth.
And and Independence very spread out, which isn't the worst thing in the world for.
But Bay is in a perfect position right now. He has eyes on the stairs and the roof of the hospital, and no one knows.
Yep, 3 kills, picking people off with an M249. That's a pretty good fucking position. Catches Arcor out, kills him. Fark's pushing by.
Fark sees his buddy get dropped and he hits the dirt, which is smart, but the angle might not be enough. T5 base should be able to still hit him if he peeks out again.
And then
Fark's crawling right into the line. Montgomery getting shot at by acid.
Yeah, Sholin is making a move on the hospital as well.
Bay's about to.
Montgomery's getting shot by Chavez, Amadeo, and
Jesus Christ. Infidel also. Damn it, Infidel, we teach you in TSB not to go into kill zones, and he is dead too. Bay at 6 kills.
Yep, he doesn't realize that it's a kill zone.
Oh,
because he thinks he's in cover.
Narisk interchanged with Op4 forces. He's going for more right here.
Acid pulls back.
And Narisk gets it. Oh, no?
No, Narisk pulls back. And then trading blows. Ooh,
Grenade gets more.
Grenade, yep.
Great nade, but he needs to.
Another explosive trap goes off at Sector 1. No results. Op4 was hiding. Now there might be a little bit of a guerrilla war right here.
Oh,
Grenades being thrown up. And they just threw a grenade on himself. Stalingrad blowing himself up.
Bad frag.
He got blown up by the blue 4 grenades and bad fragged himself, which forced him to go into the blue 4 grenades and get knocked out.
Oh, but this one building here with Northern and Kriegler have a great sight line down the center of that intersection.
Finn has to be mad. He's watched 6 of his own dudes get dropped on this rooftop.
Oh, Cosmonaut gets a double tap, but they're getting blue on blue actually in that 2-story building that he was in. That Cosmonaut's in.
Road grenade.
Op4's plan's starting to fall apart. They have too many guys out of position down here as they're losing Sector 2.
Is now shooting down into Sector 1. D3 has actually pushed the back line a little.
Outcast pushing up to Nursk. They both shot at each other and then realized that they were friendly. No one got hit because they both had horrible accuracy there, but that's good. Wales 1117 just took an AT hit by acid.
And it's getting shot at by the BTR as well, so it's probably not long for this world if anyone in there.
No, BTR is shooting more to the south, and Wales is over by the hospital.
Ooh! Night Owl just walked up and got a good kill.
Oh, you're talking about the other one? Okay. My bad then.
Yeah, the one at Sector 1.
Oh my gosh, the helicopter just did a top-down strike on the BTR. It looks like it wasn't any significant damage, but you can see all the bullet impacts.
But it lawn darts.
And he forgot to pull up. So anyway, let's see. Sergeant Frabble somehow finding a way to use his Igla without using his Igla. Unfortunately, he wasn't credited with the kills, though, so what a shame.
Unfortunate. Hey, that's a maneuver kill. You know,
yeah, it's a maneuver kill on an enemy helicopter, definitely.
And we actually have Blue 4 and Green 4 making contact. Narisk and Outcast link up, as well as the rest of.
Yeah, they almost shot each other, but Reap, excuse me, he's trying to flank around and find them. But now it's just getting into some really nasty urban warfare here with buildings really close. So it's still anyone's game, but Op4 is definitely at the disadvantage.
Yeah, they don't have
every
numbers
inch
anymore.
counts here.
They don't have many buildings to hold down. But Flying Flynn is at the top.
Yep, he's camping. Might get the shot on Montgomery. Misses his opportunity. Montgomery sees him.
That's gonna bring Bay over or someone up one of those rocks to try to get.
Smoke grenade thrown to range out the frag, but the frag hit the pole.
He's able to pull back, which is good for him. If he can make it up to that helipad and into those Heskers, he'll probably live a lot longer.
T5 Bay getting another kill. I mean, he got like 12 or 15 kills last round. I forget. I think it was 12. And he's up to 9 now with that 249, so he's pulling a lot of work today. I keep saying he's a good player, and we're seeing it again.
I think Herb shot in the risk. Yeah.
Oof.
Herb definitely shot in the risk. That's unfortunate. As 117.
PID.
Oh yeah. Excuse me, Finn and Night Owl. They're just kind of hanging out. Landlord gets saves Night Owl's life, but holy shit, Finn.
Oh, and that's Sector 2.
It was TSP bias.
I guess.
Sector 3
no,
left,
Finn,
and there's...
Finn was the one who died. But
TSP bias.
Yeah, shush.
So, I mean, there's no one at Sector 3. Blue 4 doesn't know that, though, but quick vehicle rush. Boop. Easy win.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. If Dracotenko can find Blue 4.
A lot of skulls, though, but even more on Op 4.
Heading over, so they're probably going to be able to get into that zone to prevent it from being insta-capped.
It's the glorious finale for Op 4.
Or not. They're going by the beach. What are they doing?
I guess they're just going the long way around because they're heading north now. That was weird. Yeah, I agree.
They're looking for Blue 4's helicopter.
So I got a question for you guys. If you guys were in the BTR right now, what would you be doing? Because you know Sector 2's been capped. You didn't even see the Sector 2 cap from their position. What do? Do you pull down and try to defend Sector 3 like in the streets, or do you stay up there?
Drive off the wall and drive to Sector 3.
I definitely wouldn't be shooting at friendly forces like the.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Russian Fury is
smart.
trying to wave at the BTR and tell them, "Hey, stop! It's us." But yeah, if I was in the BTR, I would try and run interference, at least buy time, if not, pull to the sector completely. Which Patterson and Frable now have done in that UAZ Dishcom.
But they're not in the sector.
No, the construction site they're in is just outside of it.
The D3 team getting some shots on Night Owl and other people on the rooftop. No kills, though.
Ooh, Whale and his 117 are pulled up right next to Yanni. Yanni with
Blake
that
firing across the
TP-25
street.
might be able to do some damage to it, but yeah, he's in a bit of a pickle right now, to say the least.
Santos is in
Austin Powers his car. No, he'll get out of there. He's smart. He's a smart cookie.
Where is he going?
He's pushing towards Yanni. Oh, I thought Whale was gonna run him. Oh, he might.
He might on accident, because you got to remember they're not allowed to run each other over.
Oh, he's an inch away. He's an inch away.
He did not do anything wrong. He did not
and now
know that guy was there. Oh, and he got him.
I think it was no, it was not who actually shot Yanni.
They just yelled at each other.
Don't know what that was for. That was a bit excessive.
It was an enemy 117. Go ahead.
I'm betting the staff are probably going to pull him inside and say, "Hey, you didn't know he was there, right?" And Will is going to have to respond, "Who?"
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he couldn't see Yanni at all with those bushes in the way, so he could make. Oh, Yanni wakes. Oh, he almost woke back up.
Oh, the Santos,
Santos is engaging the D3 team on Op 4. I think just got a kill.
Wow.
Yeah, he already got one.
Good shot.
But Santos might get, well, not blue on blue exactly, but friendly fire.
Blue on green.
Blue on green, yeah.
Also, we just saw Volta try to kill Nursk, and I think Volta shot Herb. That was weird.
Oh boy. This is why you don't include the civilian public with weapons.
Yeah.
It complicates everything.
The castle, but it's just holding at the entrance now. So it actually got a decent sight line over to the east. That big MSR, nice open ground for the BTR to cover and try and get some enfilade fire going if it sees Blue 4 crossing. But otherwise, yeah, with Op 4's body count right now versus how many Blue 4 are left,
they can easily be surrounded, and it's not going to go
the
well
Op 4 guards the castle.
Thought my armor crashed for a second. Oh, I'm good.
I love how we're seeing just how every man intended for a man to just guard his castle with his BTR 80 Alpha. Excuse me, just an 80, excuse me.
Castle Doctrine.
If he had an Alpha with that auto cannon, that would be even better, but...
Yes.
Ooh.
But Nemesis is actually coming over to the sector now, so if he can get up on a building and start sniping anyone who comes in with that marksman rifle, he could start doing some work.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, that's Jedi. Sorry.
Lane and Nursk. Lane winning that fight, knocking Nursk out and killing him. Damn.
Yeah,
but
Lane is also a combat
now.
engineer.
Blake has always been shooting up there, though. He already knew, but Lane was 6 kills. Damn.
The person he killed, actually, he just killed, he's green for it, but he has the blue for vest on. That's interesting, but,
Yeah, so you can steal vests. You're not allowed to steal helmets or
uniforms. Everything else is fair game. And we see Blake now suppressing into Matico's building.
Actually, but I won't linger on that, as Lang is under siege.
I mean, they did only say uniforms in the rules for at the beginning of round 1, so it makes sense, but...
Yeah.
In the actual document, though, it says helmets as well. You're not allowed to take that.
Yeah.
They'll take care of it if they feel the need to. But, yeah, Red for it now has had some time to set up, but they only have 4 people... actually, that's 5 people over there. But still no one in the sector itself. They're going to have eyes on the approaches to the sector, but if someone sneaks around or one of the 117s makes a rush for it, then...
La Fave is mountain climbing.
The marksman team of Blue 4 just goes in there and takes it right behind everyone because no one's looking. Jedi and Serbi, they're northeast of the sector right now.
Ooh.
But it looks like they're trying to go for another position to set up at.
Come on, Fave. I'm really interested in Fave's mountain climbing adventure here.
Santos has linked up with Frost and Penn. Frost was
you see this
Vic, and Penn's, I believe, the 2 IC. So if Santos knows that they took Sector 3, he should be able to relay that information. However, east of Sector 3, actually, Serbi and Jedi.
Ooh, short!
Wow, thanks for Barian for joining the conversation. I only said that like 2 minutes ago.
Lamau.
Well, it was 2 minutes ago, and now that's 2 minutes later. They're even closer.
Fave missed a tandem warhead shot. It landed about 15 meters short. He's got 4 dudes right under him that are now aggroed on him, and they're going to try to find him. Santos now doing the mountain climb, and now it's going to be a mountain climbing adventure fight.
Yep. What was that movie? 127 hours later?
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
It's going to turn to that when the ragdolls fall into the cracks.
Fave already fell a few times, but he's still okay. Santos maneuvering under him. Oh, damn! Time Lord getting shot.
Oh,
Santos has pulled the ninja! He ran out of ammo, switches to his handgun, and forces
Switching to your pistol's always faster than reloading. Oh, and the fall.
Oh my god.
Oh, here it is. Oh god.
Puts him out of his misery and puts him in the rocky grave.
That's an anomaly right there.
Hot damn.
That's a skip right there.
So it looks like the surviving member of D3 is coming up behind Blue 4. 3 guys. What team that is?
I think he's gonna buy. Oh no, you're right. D4. That's the Matt team. But at the rate he's going, I don't think he's gonna be able to intercept. Volta also breaching Lane's building.
But Lang is holding that down. He is not letting anyone up.
He's the combat engineer, so he might have placed down a charge somewhere. He could, become a martyr.
The only thing I'd be worried about now is that building.
Lane running out, murdering Volta.
Is that building? It will probably collapse soon from the amount of fire.
Double taps Herb. Wow.
Oh, poor Herb. But
Lane
yeah,
up to 7 kills now with that one additional down.
Firefighters investigating the source of that gunfire.
Oh, and Blake is taking pot shots at the unconstructed over at Frable.
At the Eagle team.
And the BTR is shooting at the hospital now. It's actually shooting at Warwick. And Lang goes down. Firefighter had the opportunity and took down Lang. And Volta actually woke back up. So that is probably going to be 6 kills for Lang.
Technically, Lane's at 7 because he did double tap Herb and officially got that kill. Lane could still wake back up, but is probably going to get double tap because he is in one of the new animations. And Firefighter doesn't give him the chance.
And yeah, that's
the marksman team of Blue 4 is slowly working their way up. They're so close to the zone now, north of it.
Yeah, Jedi and Serbi just 100 meters away. Serbi is so.
Looks like it, yeah.
They could back cap the zone. No one's technically in it.
And
but
no
they
one's
don't know
looking
that
way either.
But they don't know that. No, they should. They're gonna be pushing it. They're gonna be poking it. Using their eyes.
Oh, Serbi can see Frable if he looks closely.
What was that?
Maz Delta team just blew up the BTR. BTR is cooking.
Yeah, it's smoking. It's
Ouch.
smoking. Legs is still in there. He gets out. So they're gonna survive, but that BTR is definitely out of commission.
They're shooting at Santos. The D4 team for Op4. But he is a marksman, and he can respond in kind.
I think that's what he's about to do. He spotted them in the construction building. He sees that one person taking their head
AT
out.
also going in by another guy.
Misses two. Santos missed 2 shots, and oof. Santos actually -4 kills. I think that's a mess up with the scoreboard, but
no, he doesn't like Blue 4.
He really doesn't like it. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably in the settings that Independent is friendly to Op4 or something, and that's why it's counted as negative.
You're right.
Derby is getting closer and closer. Come on, just go for the zone.
If anything, he's gonna make a run for that construction site. Yeah. Maybe the wall go into the road to the MSR. But if he crosses that road over towards the gas station, like trying to break into there,
Marco is probably nope. Marco's not gonna see them.
Matt, who is the one Op4 guy on his own, trying to run back desperately.
He passed that Delta 4 team. Jeez.
Marco must think he's in the zone because, yeah, he's just holding that door and it's watching it on his side.
Patterson and Frable are moving back towards where Serbia is. Let's see if he can take him.
And it's actually
like Jedi was taking. Yeah,
wow.
Two shots too.
Patterson went right in front of Frable and just caused them both to get wounded.
Oh, nope.
It goes a little over.
Second frag going over as well.
Yep.
They are on a little bit of a hill. Patterson wakes back up. Serby might be able to get the flank shot, though, and drop them both. Yeah. That Igla makes them really up. Nope, the bush was more important.
Oh, table goes down.
And Patterson trades him.
Beautiful. Now Jedi should have seen. No, he's looking at the
but we got Warwick
building.
Firefighter and Montgomery coming up right on Patterson. They heard the gunfire. So
Metcalf is coming up from the southwest. Yeah, Metcalf. No, Metcalf's gonna be camping outside the zone as well.
They got Hazador right on the 777, right behind them.
Still no one in the zone for Red 4. Metcalf is the closest, but still just not quite in there. The first Blue 4 steps in that area is gonna get it. Uncontested.
It's because the zone has the big gay. So if you touch it.
They don't.
Well, Nemesis now has the big gay because he just went inside of it. He's the first Blue 4, or sorry, first Red 4 to be.
Oh gosh, and now it's a sausage fest. 3 people in the zone.
Well, you got to remember, N4 was here first, so I mean they already made all the gay here.
Oh, you're right.
So it's just sloppy seconds now for Op4.
Jesus.
Sloppy seconds. How about like something else fifths? I don't even know what you call fifths.
Freebie fifths. Filthy fifths. Jesus.
Sloppy seconds. Thirsty thirds. Freebie
Barb,
and filthy
Barb,
fifths.
stop it. Stop it. It's scary that you know that. Also,
and
Patterson watching everyone run in. Stop it.
Smelly sevenths.
No. Stop it. Get some help.
Just eights. What'd you say for eights?
Ecstatic.
Oh my
god.
No, you
made it 8 times.
Ecstatic? Why would you be ecstatic for being the
Fluffers!
8th person in line for the train?
Fluffers!
The whole's already ruined.
Okay, we're gonna mute the conversation for a few seconds and let Op4 figure out what's going on.
Taking the construction building, and they're now inside the zone, so it is now
Jesus
contested. Marco, Nemesis, and Metcalf all sharing the same living area.
But that VTR is still rolling. The VTR by the hospital, it's smoking really bad.
Frost is gonna get shot in the back. Patterson, take him out. Or not.
Over by the hospital, you said?
Yeah, it's smoking pretty hard, but it's coming
That's
up.
okay. He didn't want to die.
It's to the north now.
So I guess it didn't. It never clicked off, and they were able to repair the engine to a workable state.
Yeah, but they're leaving a big black smoke trail in the air, letting everyone know where they're at. Actually, no, it just stopped.
My day was great. Thank you, Red Dead Redemption.
Interesting.
So I'm sure they're trying to feel it out. I don't know if they have actually any comms with anyone because no one left for Op4 as any kind of command role. Nemesis would be the closest as the platoon marksman, so he should be on 50.
He sees firefighter, I think. Yep, he's taking shots at firefighters and firefighter.
Good shot.
Yeah, but Warwick now knows where he is.
Matt Cafe might get walked up on by Special K. Special K pulling his handgun out, pulls his rifle out. Matt Cafe gets the drop, And drops baits too. C-Spence might come around on the rear though, and sprays down Mets.
Friendly fire, I think.
Yeah, Penn absolutely friendly fired him.
He was right in the middle of that explosion from the smoke grenade. Didn't even know.
15 minutes, but that's not going to be a factor here, I don't think.
Yeah, so I think Barco's going to get surrounded because he's got people in front of him through that glass window and then people coming in the back right now.
But the BTR-80 is coming. It's in an Overwatch position. All right, so Nemesis clutch.
Nemesis clutch.
As the marksman, though, that's...
Oh, and there goes
That's the one weapon Nemesis doesn't want for this clutch.
I mean, 762x54R. It's the same as a PKM, but it's
I just saw a shot
lot
go to
slower
where
rate of
Nemesis
fire.
was. I think that was Jamaica or Nutty Person.
Oh,
and he left the zone! He left the zone!
He left the zone when he left the building.
To leave the building, and that's it. Let's see, can he get any more kills?
No, he's gonna come to the wall. I think he's gonna get shot in the back.
Oh
if
my
the
God.
mission doesn't end abruptly. All right, let's get debrief and get ready for round 3.
I'll be going back in the fight. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming in.
Yep, yep.
Fucking
Nasty
left the...
We're still going.
God damn it.
Can we let Patterson have play of the game?
Sounds beautiful. Hot mic.
Hot mic. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Guys, it's literally forced push talk. How do you hot mic?
Easily. See,
Push attack.
All right, break. Can I get community leaders to post their numbers for me real quick?
I will BRB 1 second.
Okay.
Got any pictures to drop off the wall again?
No, not this time. Let me get second on blue. Let's get 29th red. Do you have option for leadership?
We'll pass.
Let me get 1 RW red. Yes. Let me get AA red.
Anderson, you mind if I pilot?
Except to drink.
Please be marksman.
What's up?
Do you mind if I take pilot?
No.
Thanks, buddy.
Basebeard, can I please be marksman, man?
Hey, Justin, what?
It's straight up. That is.
Let's get CSC blue option for leadership.
Do any of you guys want to take
That's
it?
to Noah.
Not it. Negative.
We'll pass.
Let's get Evets red. Let's get SOG red.
Op 4 is attacking blue 4.
Scandi Recon red. Let's do 15th blue. 15th, you can have option for leadership.
2 off-road M2, 1 off-road
Take
AT.
Santos, you're being kicked off, marksman.
2.
Down here, Miguel.
Anderson, you can also do 25 to 30%. It doesn't have to be precise.
Okay. BPL, go red. Cadian, red. 13th, red. Let me get all of the Centaur and individual players on red.
Interesting. An off-road AT, which means they will get an SPG 9.
Blue. TSB on red.
I am working on a whatchamacallit, a PvP op for either next week or the week after. I'm going to finalize it this weekend.
Actually, TSB, go ahead and come.
And last week, the last op did have a collapsed building that killed 2 people and wounded 2 others as a trap. So that's when it's really effective. But otherwise, explosive damage doesn't do that much per se. So it's hard to see. Anyway, it's hard to say because of how body armors work.
Pierce, you got 60 seconds on the clock. Get your platoon together.
But it's going to be 47 v 36. We're down to 90 players.
I'm pretty much happy.
Hit 90 here.
Can anyone vouch for Greg as a pilot?
But that was great having.
He has what, 3,500 hours in Arma? What was it, Greg?
2K. I have pretty much like 400 plus hours in flying.
But can anyone specifically vouch for his flying?
I can specifically vouch.
Sounds like I can trust him.
That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you. Yeah, good.
All good.
I'm happy.
No worries.
Give him a kidney if I needed.
Alrighty.
Got 2 of them.
Rest, 60 seconds, platoon.
Let's fill in Alpha, Lang, Isla, go to Alpha 2.
Let's see. So Blue 4 is set up here. No platoon medic.
Could I
Reap being the platoon marksman.
Assistant missile. Delta 4. Sorry.
And then a full Delta team. No Delta 3. And then 1 crewman for the machine gun.
Deal. Let's push it to our screen.
Op 4 has Bassbeard and multiple people in the MI8s, 1 gunner for each. Interesting.
Oh well.
Someone's just gonna need a reslot.
I can do a
make shots
reslot.
count.
I need another one though for an AT team somewhere I'm not alone.
No night out, stay MB.
Oh, firefighter! It's been a while since I played a mission by you.
Yeah, I've got a big day tomorrow. Thanks to the quote.
All right, let's see the zone here.
This is going to be an interesting map. Yeah. A lot of trees, huh?
I thought you had to have the DLC to play Tanoa.
You do.
Yeah, if you
Why is 1 terminal in the water? Is this going to have a boat? Are we going to see a frigate?
I feel like that should have been spent.
Alright.
And Terminal 2 is in that big building. These are frigates.
All right, gentlemen, it is
That's a
attack
dry
defend.
dock.
There's 2 terminals that Red has to take. The one is on a destroyer, one is on a dry dock submarine. There is no building allowed in the destroyer, and there is also a ladder to get to the roof of the destroyer if either team likes to.
How about building in the submarine?
That is fine.
Okay.
Question regarding uniforms. Is Op 4 uniform and mission details correct with the M80 Tiger Stripe?
That is correct.
Okay.
Sweet.
And can I just recap the assets that both teams?
Red has 2 MI8s, a BTR, and a 2 off-road 50s, and 1 SPG. While Blue just has a the newer version of the Huey with miniguns and 2 MRs.
And do they have a Titan? Do they have a lock-on launcher? Or
Both teams have Titan.
Ooh,
I see. Okay.
We haven't seen that in a while.
Any questions from Blue 4?
All right, jump down to the casting couch. The mat guns are Titan based. That's gonna be interesting. So each side, if they have assistance, will have 2 rounds for that. Blue 4 has a lot of choices. Op 4 has a little less, but still will be interesting. I want to see the map design. I want to see the specific types of assets. I'd love to know if the SPG-9 has both HE and HEAT rounds in it for the off-road. But, oh, there's even rain, too. That's going to make communication hell. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me scroll down here, see Barbarian. Oh, it's a thunderstorm. It's the monsoon.
Strike! You bitch! Strike!
Are you okay?
No. I've been a smoker for 7 years.
Okay.
So we have the USS BBC in the dry dock. Some nice fortifications and boxes. And then we have the destroyer. This is a pretty interesting setup. Both terminals kind of near each other. But, you know... this is actually, like, now that I think about it, very interesting because it's ship, combat inside a ship. Once they start breaching into these things.
There's a Cobra on this ship. They could just take that and fly it out the hangar and use that. Yeah, totally a good plan.
Oh my god!
But there is
the rotor's already clipping into the hangar. It should be blowing up right now. But
yeah, right. But there's 2 50 cals by the bridge of the ship on both outer walkways. There's also a 50 cal facing the rear with some sandbags up where there should be an MG, a Sea-Wiz turret, in all honesty. I'm trying to look for where the other fortifications are. I'm going to be curious to see what quote-unquote fortifications are made by the submarine's dry dock. It's kind of funny how the thing is right here. This kind of reminds me of a Call of Duty map, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of like Modern Warfare 2, where spoilers for 13
2 M2s
game, but the mission where Price goes onto the submarine and launches the nuke.
Yep.
The ICBM. Yeah, it reminds me of that a lot, except replace snow with jungle thunderstorm.
So there's 2 additional statics they can carry around, and then there's also the 2 MRAPs with the open top Vics, which can get very, very nasty. But they can also get shot out of those gunners, so they do need to be careful. Other than that, I'm not really seeing any other vantage points. I think the main fighting is going to come down to the CQB that's going to be handled in the frigate. But I'm also curious to see if they'll take the 50 cals out and use the shields on them as some, like, CQB weapons or something. Because 150 cal looking down this big hallway on the ship, especially with that blast shield, if it's angled right, could be very, very nasty.
Wait, were you saying, like, put the MRAP on the destroyer?
No, the M2 50 cals.
Yeah. Oh, the statics. Oh, the statics. Yeah, if they I think they said no fortifications in the ship itself. Which
yes, no fortifications. Makes sense, but...
I assume includes sandbags.
Yeah. So, but the statics on the frigate have blast shields. So, I'm not sure if those are able to be picked up. It looks like they're in defensive positions that are meant to be used. But I don't know. We're just going to have to see what Blue 4 decides to do with that. Meanwhile, Op 4's plan, they've got 2 MI8s... But they're unarmed. No, they're armed. They're civilian MI8s with what looks like I think those are 14.5 millimeter. Could be PKM though. Just
oh, the guns off the side. Yeah, those are PKT. Those no, I think it's a PKT, but it looks funky. I don't know.
It does. Like it's got a bigger barrel.
that box looks like a PKM box.
Yeah.
76254.
Yeah, 762 by 54. That's what I'll rule on. Chat's also backing that answer up as well. But so basically, Op4 has 2 gunboats. Interesting looking transport Ural there. And then we got 2 50 cal off-roads with the blast shield, and then a freaking SPG-9 technical. Man, if that has HE rounds, that's going to be super freaking nasty. But Thunderstorm's going to be interesting. Yeah. Environment's going to be weird.
Thunderstorm is obviously impacting visibility, a lot more noise.
Local communications, too. People are going to have to speak on radio to communicate.
Yeah, and I believe the rain actually might interfere with radio communication.
It does not, no.
Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. But, yeah, visually and communicating, definitely going to be a factor.
These have their simulation disabled, so they're not going to be used. It's just more for show.
Actually, I don't know that it is.
404.
Now that I say that. I think it's just a hindrance to both sides.
I just noticed a small issue. This frigate is not found.
What?
Okay, look at the front of the frigate. You see the cruise missiles?
Oh, shut up.
You see that? Yeah, you see it.
Shut up. That's fuck you.
That's after the stream.
Actually, honestly. Anyway, it would be interesting if Blue4 actually had the capability to use the Sea-Wiz or the Hammer or the cruise missiles on the deck of that destroyer, but obviously for balance purposes, fuck no. Oh, actually, the
Thank you. What's
where that Cobra is?
Yeah.
Look on the roof directly above where that Cobra is.
Yeah, I know. There's a 50 right there. I've said that twice.
Oh, you have? I've
Yes.
been talking to my chat and talking to people, so I guess I missed that. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why it's up there. I don't think you can even get up there now.
You know, there is a ladder placed next to the Cobra that you could use to climb through the texture to get up there. I think they're supposed to use that to get up there.
Oh, you know what? That's AA. That's
What?
That's for shooting at the MI8.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, you could see kind of the tree line, but from that position, you really could see like the tree lines and stuff a little bit higher up. But
The Venom has miniguns. Side-mounted miniguns, M134s.
Oh yeah.
Murder.
Perfect for the jungles of nondescript Southeast Asian country.
You mean the Fiji Islands? That's what Tanoa's modeled off of, Forehead.
No, isn't Fiji in like the Caribbean?
No.
Tanoa's in Southeast Asia.
That's where Fiji is. Barbarian?
Oh, so it is. Yeah, it's off the coast of Australia.
You just looked it up, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I did, because I was confused, and now I am very clearly wrong. That's
You remind me of the Americans that were pointing on the map when Americans were asked to point at where Iraq was, and some were pointing at parts of the United States. That's what I'm thinking of right now.
I'm sorry that I didn't know the exact location or the region of...
You said it was in the Caribbean!
Yes, I was mistaken, but I'm sorry that I forgot one out of about 1 million island chains in the ocean.
What's that's now correcting me saying these islands are modeled off of French Polynesian islands. So...
well, that's still Southeast Asia.
That's why the gendarmerie is a thing in Apex, and that's why they speak French, which, yeah, that does make sense. So we're both wrong, but at least I know where the Fiji Islands are, so...
Well, no,
I'll count that as a win in my book.
One of the things that it says when you load Tanoa is, like, the word Tanoa is based off the Fiji word for bowl.
Yeah, that's why I think it's Fiji, because of that.
A large bowl. So, yeah, I can see why you would think that.
You like talking about bowls, don't you?
I didn't catch up on that either. That's weird that I didn't catch on to that. And yes, I am ignoring what you said.
I know. I just don't have any way to really plan for this. Also, my brain's kind of off, but Blue4 doesn't have a lot of room to work with. They just need to turn the frigate into a murder circus. Maybe send some guys out, try to find some other vantage points here. But I don't know. This is usually a really tough spot to defend because they're going to be fighting against areas with the high ground. So Op 4 marksmen could definitely get some licks in, but there's also plenty of places Blue 4 could hide a few guys. And if Op 4 goes at a certain angle, Blue 4 could do a lot of damage. Also, Martin is man overboard. He is now underwater. It's because he's going to go to the ladder to get to his helicopter.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said, but I'm sure you're right.
Oh, there's a handgun on the floor with no magazine in it. Interesting. I don't know, though. I mean, Op 4 has two choices. They can either use the transport VIX and get up to Blue 4 either by the MSR or the SSR on the side, or take the forced approach, or they could use the MI8s to reposition somewhere, possibly as far as the lefternmost bank, because there's a lot of open areas they could quickly deploy on. The issue, though, is the Blue 4 MRAPs might be used to help wave those helicopters off. So maybe we might see a fake landing done just to bluff as Op 4 sends its main force. We might see a pincer movement here, but we're not going to be able to tell until we start seeing Op 4 mount into their VIX.
I would love to see them land in the parking lot next to the big fuck-off office building.
Turn brain off and then on again, not just off. Yeah, that would probably be smart, Grounders, right?
132.
But thanks to the 333. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you're getting a kick out of this.
It's small, but I think it could fit an MI8 and then decent shot over to the
and stay safe among COVID.
But there's a lot of varying terrain and man-made structures to work around for the attackers. So if they're able to get into this walled compound area of the port, just in general, I think they have a much better chance than if they. I say that, but if they like kept a supporting force shooting from the tree line to the south, shooting onto the decks of the destroyer and firing down onto these emplacements, that could be very, very strong while strike force pushes in under their overwatch.
I don't know. I mean, Op 4 is mainly going for ground VIX. I did see Iceberg get in one of the MI8s. I think he's trying to convince some other guys in TSB to join him there. And we still have quite a few guys just kind of standing around. They still got a few minutes to plan, but I think Op 4 is going to mainly go for a ground approach. We also see Bassbird here is going to go off on his own with a vehicle. But with 3 minutes remaining, I don't know.
Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, if they're going with a ground-focused assault, I'd love to see a truck or two push to the east side and go north along the eastern MSR and kind of pull around that horn on the, well, I guess, to the east of the Blue Force objectives and work that angle. Especially with a big, not silos, but cisterns, I think they're called. And the buildings in general, lots of space for Op 4. If they can use the vehicles to maneuver up to the exterior wall, from there they can work on foot pretty well, I think. Blue 4 has actually put an MRAP over to watch that east side, so they're anticipating the possibility of that as well.
Blue 4 is making some really good defensive lines, to be perfectly honest. Trying to hold both objectives at once. Even focusing, they're not officially blocking anything off. There's still routes to go around, but it's definitely going to create a few nasty keyholes for them to work with.
Yeah, they have a number of choke points, especially with that submarine.
Here's the thing, though. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm not surprised that they're trying to defend both of these because, well, first of all, they are so close together, and secondly, the destroyer, I mean, the destroyer objective is up to the bridge. Like, or up in the Citadel, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty well defended just by design. Like, they just have to worry about the scaffolding going up to it. Those two staircases on the eastern side of the ship, but
you know what I want to see? You know what I want to see? I want to see Op 4 land on this fucking ship.
Yeah, if that Huey takes off and leaves that helipad.
No, not the back. The front.
Oh, like in front of the
Think about it, because they could use, because of where Blue 4 has all their defensive lines, it's facing south and it's exposed to the east. The Op 4 could use the cover of the destroyer to land right under the 250 cals on the cruise missile system.
So, Carpenter fell into the water he fell in the gap between the dock and the ship.
I hope he enjoys drowning.
Yeah, but I do agree with you. That would be a gigabrain level play to, I mean, because from there they can, they probably take some fire from surrounding.
Op4's doing a pincer move,
but for the most part they'd be pretty well protected. Like if they try to drop off on top of the cruise missile launcher or platform, whatever you want to call it, and then they can work their way inward through the doors, and then it's just brutal CQC, but.
And Boston's getting in the BTR. Okay.
Quick way to get to the bridge.
Op 4 is doing a massive force divide here. They got a team in a helicopter. They put their MAT team gunner in the BTR 70. They got one force moving left, another force moving right. Definitely branching things out here. And we're seeing both of the MRAPs for Blue 4 fanning out along the two MSRs. Excuse me, the one MSR and the SSR that go into this AO. Also, an explosive was just clacked off, I guess, to knock out this building to deny it to Op 4 to use. I would have just kept it as a trap for later, but I guess they want it gone now.
Yeah, that's a barracks building. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because that actually kind of gives them, well, I don't know. Because they waited too long and the guy got shot and died, then they would have no chance of doing it. So I guess they would rather keep, rather be safe than sorry, but still.
Yeah. I wonder if the Venom has radar. Probably not.
I don't think so. Is that a Venom?
It's a Venom gunship, yeah. It's the updated Huey. It's a Silver Boy. Oh, it might get up on this MI8.
Yeah, the one with mountain. Actually, who else on it? It's legs and stray dogs. Stray dogs working the rear gun, and there's no one on the front gun or on the other side gun.
Nope.
The front side gun. So
I really want to see a chopper on chopper fight. That 134 is going to tear apart that 762, and I think the Venom had eyes on but lost them.
The MA would have to attack from the
oh my god
Venom's like front or rear. Anything from the side would
there's gonna be a naval landing. Also, there's a man down in the Delta team. I think he fell off a fuel silo. It's Freeman. Yeah. He wakes back up though, but TSB is being landed really close to where Norsky and Sorsky are, or Santos.
Oh god, Freeman's glitching the fuck out on my screen.
Nice.
Oh, it was awful. His legs were like bent the wrong way. Oh Jesus. Sorry, keep going. I'm just.
TSB has been deployed. Looks like they came down wounded, unfortunately, but they're about to go right up against Santos and Nursk. And there's the shots.
Slushy goes down quick. Poor Slushy, and he got killed in the first few minutes of the fight.
And he just kicked the RPG in the air. I have no idea where that thing just went.
Oh, and that's 2 down for TSB. That was Zeno who just went down to nearest. And that's half that strike force dead in the water.
And the RPG kicked into oblivion. Slushy's last FU to Blue 4.
It's back. Well, it's back by his body now.
Boomerang, you do come back.
Oh, nice.
So Outcast and Iceberg fighting Nursk right here as a frontal force. That's going to pull Blue 4 away from that position, but we do have the gunship still circling. I just want to see how these MI8s are fielded as a top-down attack, but those Titans can easily shoot both down. Meanwhile, Venom gunship's still doing its patrol. looking for more guys. I don't see... No, I think they're going to go right to where they landed. And also, Nurse looks like he traded with Outcast, and it's just Iceberg remaining.
Martin's now flying right over that drop zone, so that's good communication on their
part. So 3 to 2.
But he's not. I don't think he's going to find much.
One of the MRAPs in the perimeter. Another 50 cal spare right there.
Oh, Carpenter actually died. I think he drowned trying to get back up.
You're kidding.
Yeah, so no, he's dead right below where, right in the gap. So you cursed him, man. you said you hope he enjoys drowning, and he drowns. So
he drowns. Yeah, sucks to suck.
Man. That's harsh, dude.
Oh, maybe don't fall in between crevices, and you know, OSHA exists for a reason. Damn.
Are you victim blaming right now?
Yes. Anyway, Iceberg meeting up with Tarn here, reporting what happened. Ran into a 2 Blue Man group. Well, unfortunately, because of what's his face's little slip and slide accident, the deaths are still even. 3 deaths on each faction.
Yeah, and both of them should still be flying around. Yeah, we have Stray Dog off to the west and Mountain.
They might spot the BTR.
Northeast.
MI8's flying around.
Can we? Oh, Wheaton and the Venom are actually pulling up on
the BTR. Yep.
Yep.
That 134 isn't going to do any damage to it, though, unfortunately.
Might pop some tires. And it's got
it's going to take a lot of shots to do it. I wouldn't recommend wasting the ammo on that. I'd keep that on reserve to try to wave off the helicopters, because it would be a lot more effective on those helicopters. That way, the Blue Format team with its 2 Javelin rounds can take out the BTR and the AT SPG-9 Vic.
So Iceberg and his new family popped smoke on the beach where they originally landed, and Martin saw the smoke, didn't see any infantry.
It's a memorial service.
Just vape clouds in memoriam. Understandable.
Helicopters flying close by, and there's the minigun firing down at that smoke. It's bait.
Possibly, though. Iceberg he was looting some of the bodies. I don't think he quite got that memo.
Mm-hmm. And the MI8 started firing at the Venom gunship here.
Yeah, that rear gun off the, I think back right side, if I remember correctly.
And we're seeing the AA 50 cal you called out earlier. It is firing up at the MI8. That is a... that's an MRAP gun, I think, firing up as well.
There's also some more 50 static positions by the bridge on the...
I told you about those, Forehead.
Did you? Oh, well.
Yeah, 1 on each side. I'm actually setting up a last ship campaign, and I do have 2 50 cals in very similar positions, so... With the blast shield, too, because it's nice.
Oh, yeah, that was the best one. Oh, you're gonna love the mission I'm making for TM.
Keck.
Anyway, yeah, so... Starting to see some of the ground forces dismounting, moving up on foot, going towards that radio tower 204, and slowly pushing up on foot. We have Bayspirit. I believe he's the marksman? No, he's... yeah, he is the marksman.
I'm curious if he has any demo
off
out.
On his own, southwest-ish. So a bit of scattering here and there, but overall, I think a little bit too early to call. Olaf is...
Oh, it's definitely too early to call.
I mean, just in general, like, what the plan is. Olaf is... He's a pilot, but he's on the ground.
He's AFK. He's not AFK.
I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah, I thought he was AFK. He's not. Olaf is a pretty good player. He appears to be a helicopter crewman. So I don't know what's up with that.
Also,
he's the reserve gunner.
Yeah, Slushy had a rough night tonight. I think we can safely say.
1 armor crash and then 1 of the first killed. Yeah, I'm sorry, Slushy. It happens.
Arma's a fickle mistress, but platoon HQ for Red 4 now setting up shop near that radio tower. Delta squad as well as the BTR are pushing up that eastern MSR. And we spotted out by Blue 4 Delta. I think they did have
Reach
an
the
MRAP over
marksman.
here, but I don't see it now. Doesn't mean they can't be mobilized to come over there real quick.
He's got to be careful. He could easily run into a squad.
Because they both have those large caliber guns.
Javelin shot in the AO. Hits a 50 cal gun. Interesting.
Wow, yeah, that took out that 50 cal like nothing.
I expected it to, but that was Javelin.
Oh,
that was the D4 team. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. He's got one more round left. I would have aimed for the 2 MRAPs.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess he doesn't have eyes on them from that angle, but interesting choice.
Kind of from that position. I mean, there's not too much I could have done on the ground, but if it was, nah, I'm not a fan of that move. I see why. I think I know. I think I understand why they did it, but I'm not a fan of that.
Have you seen the D3 team for Blue 4?
Red 4.
Way in the back. Look at this is the types of positions I was talking about where they could take put one or two guys.
What is this Battlefield 3 shit?
Yeah, no, you can totally climb up. This is okay. There are so many places in this area that people do not know about. And I'm willing to bet as long as they're not spotted, they can get a lot of kills from up here and do a lot of suppressing fire with that 240 Bravo. Because again, it's just one of those places you can just climb up on, man.
I've never seen anyone take this job because the climb up is so exposed, but on a defensive scenario.
This would be great for the marksman, but he's off on his own on the hill playing recon. Really risky though, because you wouldn't want to give that weapon to the enemy. And now we're seeing the Delta machine gun team starting to fire back and forth with defensive teams on the ground. Oh my gosh, so Mannerheim, in defiance of the Javelin, pulled the other 50 cal from the other side and brought it next to the destroyed one. He's like, screw that.
Oh. That's amazing. So he's still going to have good eyes on that eastern tree line, which those rounds are going in and out of now.
Venom doing a chopper gun run, flying right over the MI-8. We might see some ship-to-ship action. Looks like the left gun on the chopper trying to line up a shot on that MI-8. They're going to hold fire till they get even closer, but that Venom gunship should be able to outmaneuver that civilian MI-8. With guns. I mean, I say civilian because it has a civilian skin, but it does have guns. It's weird. He's trying.
I mean, if you were a civilian in Russia, you'd want to own a gunship.
You probably have guns on your MIA, let's be honest. Yeah. It's Russia. He's slowly but surely gaining speed on him.
And
but
this is actually, this is direct line of sight because it's that right rear spot that has the one of the PKTs, so they're looking right at each other.
What Wheat needs to do is he needs to get a little ahead and then try to cut lefts. These guys are way out of the zone. And there's the first engagement.
And the return.
There it is.
So 762 versus 762. Similar round.
Yes, but the 134 has a much bigger fire rate as well as a bigger magazine capacity. They both have similar reload times.
No, I'm pretty sure do those side 134s not have a bottomless or a single?
No, they only have 100 round magazines for the MI8, while the M134 has like 500 rounds.
Okay. So some shots being exchanged, but no real visible damage.
That was good on the MI8 though to shoot at him before he could get any closer to get more accurate with that 136, and now it looks like they're breaking off from each other. No clear winner on that because at that range it's just relying on stray rounds. The other MI8 coming in though for a gun run.
Meanwhile, Delta 2 for Blue 4, the MMG team is getting some enfilade fire.
Olaf's still back there?
Nemesis
Olaf got picked up, by the way.
He got picked off or picked up?
Picked up. Ooh. And yeah, he's testing the waters here for a potential landing. He's on Olaf's on the rear gun, firing down on him. I just heard the chopper get hit by something though.
Yeah, the chopper is it's beeping loud at him.
way.
So I'm thinking an engine problem or main rotor, something like that. Actually, I think it might be the.
Up for Marksman way out of position. So up for Marksman's way out of position. Bassbeard running off. Warwick on an open rooftop. He's getting picked off. Is down, getting double tapped though by T5 Bay, because of course it's T5 Bay. He's looking to get his first kill. And looks pretty even right now. Rape has
Sorry, who?
Reap. I said that bad, didn't I? Okay, Reap has, you know I can't English for shit. He's back here watching Delta positions here. He could... Oh! He just coordinated an explosive charge with, I think, Patriot down here. And that just blew up the AT guy for Op4.
How the hell did they get a spot up there? Did Patriot,
I have no idea.
I saw Patriot, you know, working around the Red 4 backline, but I didn't see him come up here.
I don't know. I don't know why. I didn't see any Blue 4 guys go up here, though, other than Reap, but he was coming around on a wide flank, so I don't know. That might have been a miscommunication, or... But that was a satchel that went off.
Does Patriot have a kill for him? I'm trying to click on him, but I can't.
Now he's firing at a Delta position further up. And Minigun is fighting with the MI8 again.
Patriot does have a kill on his scoreboard, so that...
Yeah, no, that was his demo charge then.
Oh, shit.
Nice. Yeah. Chopper's gotten another skirmish. No clear winner, though. They're doing an even longer range engagement.
Yeah, neither of them want to get close to each other. Shots from the Venom are actually pretty close. Yeah.
Hold up, Op4 Platoon HQ right next to Reap. Doesn't notice Reap. Reap quickly ducks in a bush. Oh, that could have been messy. Pierce is running up the trail, I guess, getting his cardio in. Probably gave Reap a little heart attack there.
Yeah, just hearing those stomps through the rain. Ugh.
And we see Victor bringing up the AT Vic. If he can find a good spot to engage with even HEAT rounds, he could hit the MRAPs and cause some significant damage. Vito firing in the smoke cloud, but he is getting shot to shit by the M2 MRAP. That smoke grenade's kind of giving him away. But Op4's got a really good battle line going right here to put shots down.
Well, they don't have any kind of movement going in, so...
Ooh, the gunship coming down, doing some minigun shots close by.
Yeah, close to T4 over T5 Bay, but...
Other two Op4 helicopters still up as well.
This is what I wanted to see, this, you know, supporting fire from the tree line, but there's nothing for them to support.
They grab a javelin.
Engagement, trading shot for shot. And, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I believe Red 4 would have the numbers advantage in this, you know, elongated engagement, but they do need to mobilize some kind of...
I was wondering where my tracers were.
Some kind of team to move in to the port itself. Storm, Patterson, and Freeman up on the northeastern side along with Ayala.
Patriots digging himself a little dugout right there.
Yanni, Flying Fin, and Nemesis are pushing down. They should be able to hear those gunshots, so they know that Blue 4 is near. And this, yeah, this actually is what I was...
Another weapons team set up right here.
Talking about what I wanted to see. So 6 Red 4 now, moving up, trying to get...
Bassbeard's still way out of position.
If they're able to get in and get behind this MMG team, that's pretty much... well, there's also Ayala, who's on top of one of the cisterns. But 6v3, that's a... I like those odds.
Reap is still back there as well.
And Ayala also exposes themselves to the D2 team, so that's all 3 that have been made up there to the northeast. How are those choppers doing? Looks like they might...
They're all still up. Op4 pulled theirs back.
Ooh, look at Basebeard's position.
No, I've been watching him, but he's way away. He doesn't know that MG team is down there. He's just doing some really wide recon here.
He almost fell off. Oh god, he almost fell off again. He must know these rocks very well. He's having no fear.
He's probably going to come up and try to get on an overwatch position behind Blue 4, letting Blue 4 deal with this massive line here, as Blue 4 just unloads a shit ton of ammunition up on this ridge, I guess to try to draw out all the machine gun fire that they can, especially from that D3. But I don't think they've been able to PID D3's position yet, because I keep seeing them shoot in retaliation at the ship itself. Skulls-wise, there's only 1, 2, 3. Oh, damn! Did you see that?
Yeah. Venom just got 2.
Venom just, yeah. Wow.
Beautiful.
That was awesome.
Return fire coming from the BTR, telling it to fuck off. And, it's going pretty low. It's a little bit good.
Engine's still good. I thought I heard it powering down, but it is still A-okay. Nemesis, Flying Fin, and Yanni are coming around. They could run into Freeman and Patterson. Bearded Lord, thanks for the 32-month resub. Friday night, Bert. Also, it's been a lot of months. I agree, man. Thank you so much. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Iola missed PID there, but then he gets shot. Yanni getting... Oh, damn, Yanni. 2 lucky headshots with that PKP.
Because Ayala didn't react at all, and then
it
took Finn way too many shots to take down Ayala. Yeah, Yanni taking down that MMG team, that's big. Like I said, that's all that they have up here to the northeast, so...
and then Nemesis is going to take the machine gun. Come on, Nemesis. Do your duty.
They need to find Flying Fin and need to double tap Ayala, make sure that Ayala doesn't wake back up.
Finn wakes back up and double taps Ayala.
There you go, problem solved. And now that Red 4 has made their way inside the perimeter, I'm sure they'll be radioing to the BTR and Night Owl, Gores, all the back here.
Zeno, find me some food too.
We have this entry route into the port itself.
So Iceberg is telling me, sorry to cut you off, Iceberg's telling me Outcast is like really, really mad that he got killed immediately. Oh dear. It does. Welcome to NFF. Yeah. What's that replying with, when isn't Outcast mad? Just TSP politics. Oh, joy. RPG round landing close to Indigo Fox's position. I'm not sure if that was trying to go for the MRAP that's in the defensive position, or if it was trying to be used as an anti-infantry weapon on the subdock.
Ooh, Arcor getting another kill. That HMG.
Another RPG coming in. It is short.
Just shooting back at tracers, and he's able to make some stuff.
240 still there.
3 kills on that M2. That's pretty good.
So by the way, Bassbeard doing that wide flank, possibly moving up to where D3 is. Again, that would be a really good position, but he is starting to get down on that wide flank, and we still have LaFave and Alec here set up.
BTR is making a play. It's got 5 people in there. It hits a sign almost on itself. But it's on this
breaching
compound, whatchamacallit. Yeah, pressing down the wall and making a hole for its children to push.
Bassbeard could potentially take those guys out. BTR's coming in to drop dudes off. RPG launched, hit the wall right there. Didn't injure that MRAP. T5 Bay making a play, but he's getting caught out in the open, and he is dead. Getting shot by Mannerheim, so a little bit of a squander there. Usually Bay pulls a lot better, but I think he thought that this was a lot more open, not expecting Blue 4 to be that fortified in the ship itself, and it cost him, unfortunately.
I just realized the gunner of one of the... you might have said this, and if you did, yell at me, but one of the gunners in the MRAPs is dead, so now it's only Arcor on that M2.
Yep. I didn't say that, but yeah, I mean, he's that MRAP's been dismounted for a while. Got picked off, but Op4 doesn't know that because I keep seeing them put a lot more bullets into that thing. Bassbeard getting closer and closer to the D3 team. Wouldn't be surprised if he either kills them or mounts up in a different one and doesn't even notice them.
And Marshall in the BTR is now just pulled in front of the MRAP by the destroyed building that Blue 4 blew up early on.
Yep.
And he's just kind of on a Sunday drive, man. He doesn't really
Reaps
care
come
about,
around.
You know, this whole firefighting shit. I think he's also just trying to.
Oh yeah,
push
no, those cranes are definitely a death trap.
Test the waters, etc. And see what is what the ground forces are able to push through. And yeah, Jedi, CSAN, and these guys, they still the BTR roll through, and they're pushing up where it left.
That minigun doing more work, trying to catch some OPFOR guys out of position. Doesn't get any kills this time.
Oh, CSAN inches away from death, and it does hit Vito. Vito has been hit, but he's fine. Doesn't even pass out from the pain.
More AT rounds going around. No hits on the MRAPs, though.
Yep, Arcor moves up to a more forward position. Perfect sightline for where CSAN's group is pushing up from. However, Gore's, Night Owl, and
fucking
Pierce are over here
Bassbeard
on the east side.
Bassbeard's climbing up one of the Blue Pearl container terminals.
Wow. Bridges with a great shot onto Night Owl. I think that's about a 200-meter shot. That's pretty good. Fucking hell. So now they're kind of made. Bridges is... What is Bridges? He's Alpha 1 team lead. So he'll be calling that up to Dreek and telling him that we got some guys over to the east. The compound has been breached.
OPFOR really needs to start fielding the helicopters to take out the Blue 4 helicopter or something. Because that thing has been getting way too many kills and denying way too much movement of OPFOR. And it's just going to keep going.
So Yadi's now on the roof shooting with that PKP. I think over towards the... Yeah, he shot out the bridge. Look at the glass.
Bassbeard sniping out the D3 team! Knocking Graf to his death!
Oh, seriously?
Yep, Bassbeard intercepted, got them both. One kill, and then the other one that Van Graf's on hasn't registered yet, so he's double tapping that body. But I was waiting to see if Bassbeard would notice that, and he did. Took him out. And he's played his role, knocking out one of the machine gun teams. So maybe he'll be able to get up there, get some pot shots on the rear of the guys on the ship. The BTR is also doing that, though. And I just heard more AT get launched, but it was a miss off the MRAPs once again.
Have bullets in them. That's amazing. Yeah, with the
Reed taking some pot shots.
The crane, that's now that kind of northern supporting fire for the objective taken out. So that leaves a lot more breathing room for the helicopters, the Mi-8s, to come in and drop off a nice little payload somewhere.
The remaining MG team needs to collapse at this point. The one that's still way out there that Bassbeard went around without noticing, because they're just completely out of position at this point, and they need to just get fielded. BTR 70 pulling around, takes some shots from the 50 cal, looks a little unfazed though, and the helicopters are still going at it.
Rocket comes in and hits the empty MRAP.
I don't see any damage though. I think it hit the wall again, because I'm not seeing any black spots. There we go. Now it's got some, maybe, possibly.
It took a hit, but I think it's been pretty resilient.
Unkillable.
Well, as you say that.
Wow! I destroyed it with my words.
God, what? That's like
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words cause me to explode. Fuck's sake.
What kind of explode are we talking about? Because I know.
MRAP explode.
Oh,
you pervert.
I mean, yes.
All right, so Bassbeard now coming down. The Venom gunship still getting hunted by both Mi-8s now. The Mi-8's feeling a lot more comfortable flying in. I think they're being kept in reserve to make sure that Blue 4 didn't snipe them. But Blue 4, their D4 guy, Montgomery, he's in the, he's in the Vic and pulling it out. Don't know what he's trying to look for with that gun. Might try to shoot some helicopters out, so I'll be looking at Montgomery here and there. More AT coming in. Just another miss. Blue 4's abandoned the MRAFs. One abandoned, one has been shot to shit and destroyed.
Is Arcor still up? No, I think Arcor got taken out when he was trying to move somewhere, run away from his MRAP.
Patriot and Reeb together, marksman and explosive specialist. It is still anyone's game. Looks like the
Opera's in a really good position. I'd like to counter that because I mean,
AT Vic has been disabled.
On the south side, they've taken up any northern support for Blue 4, and now they have Bassbeard up there instead. So I think Red 4 is in a very advantageous position.
Yeah, but the CQB in that ship is going to be a nightmare. Plus, they still have guys on the subdock as well. That's also going to be a nightmare. Doesn't look like it, but if you go down, I mean, there's so many places for Blue 4 to hide. It's going to be nasty.
I mean, there's the little side staircases for Red 4 to come up on and shoot down into, but still, yeah, that is going to be rough, and definitely the Destroyer. I feel like the Destroyer's going to be glorious because it's those tight.
Bridge is getting his third kill on Vito. C-Spenge jumping into the water, trying to go up to the ladder to possibly get on the ship.
Ooh, yeah, he's got no one to stop him from getting up there, but as soon as he does get up there,
Blue 4 MG team coming in.
Are going to be waiting for him, so they just went inside the hangar.
Op4 might lose this to attrition at this rate, and we see suppressive fire landing dangerously close to friendlies. It's going to fall to the PvP in these final moments.
Yeah, Wiki and Severe, two veterans. Oh, is Severe doing the thing? No, he's just crawling under. Okay. I thought he was going to do the thing where he crawls under the building, then...
I'm pretty sure he would get in trouble for that, because that's...
Oh, he absolutely would. But
that's cheating.
Absolutely. But no, he's just chilling under it.
Yeah, to basically use that as cover to see what if there's anything on the defense lines back there.
C-San makes his way to the helipad on the Destroyer, and Poe was lying.
Might get Poe out of position.
Oh, he definitely will, though he doesn't have his
He's
gun.
Walking. He's walking here. It's Brooklyn. Well, he one-taps him in the face just in time for Nutty Person to see it and go, oh, that happened. Okay.
In one ear, out the other, and
Nutty Person now crawling out. C-Span's doing the double tap and then shoots.
Oh, wow.
I'm calling him C-Spans. It's C-San, but wow. All right, that's the PvP we're talking about.
I can approve of that Liruism, but no, he's got the perfect weapon for this as he's calling out of position. He's got the perfect weapon for this.
Uh-oh. Crosses. That's the MG. Gets a third kill. Oh, and he goes down himself, unfortunately, but he caught him in the corner.
I think that was 3 total. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That was a good trade. That's what Op4 wants to be making right now.
Yeah, because that only...
Oh my god, wait, no, look in the building. Bridges sees Severe's radio backpack as he's crawling around, but no, he just got shot dead. By, I think, Reap. Yep, Reap the Marksman getting his 4th kill on Severe, because he could see the radio backpack on that exposed edge, and I think just got an easy headshot. Bridges might have communicated that as well. So Op4, it's not looking good for Op4 here. I mean, they did just get 3 kills on that, but the amount of Blue 4 guys still up, it's leaving a lot to be desired here.
Ooh,
it's
and
really...
Here comes the MI8, and we're coming up for some cast runs on the bridge. I think I actually might have hit someone. No, Mannerheim's doing fine. I don't see.
Meanwhile, the Venoms landed. They're taking pilot and co-pilot. I guess the guns might be out of ammo from all those gun runs. So maybe they'll try to land and reinforce Blue 4. But right now, Op4 holding the sky. Mannerheim. I don't know.
Yeah. There's not a lot of Red 4 left on the ground.
Yeah, no, most are down. They're all in vehicle assets. If they were to all dismount them, it would make it pretty even, but those vehicles are only going to get them so far.
Oh my god, Sholin is on the roof. Sholin is being hunted by Alexic and Lafave.
Yep.
And he just fell off a roof and broke his legs, I think.
Yeah, this MG team just missed... Oh, no, he perfectly threw that smoke grenade, actually. Trying to conceal himself. But that MG team finally coming in to get a flanking going. Yeah. Hazardar staying in the gun of the BTR-70, dismounting Marshall and Fade. They're going to have a lot of people to contend with, though, to take the submarine position. Grenadier rounds coming in. AT going on Khazadar. Reed shooting.
I think he just hit the wheel. I think it's fine otherwise. I don't see it smoking too heavily. We'll see.
Yep. Reap on his 5th kill. He just made a shot. Titan just came in to blow up Khazadar's Vic. And Khazadar bailing out, shrugging it off, but he is now a cripple. And the helicopter landing on deck so the pilots can get out and run inside.
They didn't turn on the engine, though.
Yep, that was a mistime for the MI8s. They literally just let them do it. That was silly. Also, Indigo Fox turned around, killing Yanni on the docks on the northern side.
Patriot and Bridges splitting another kill. I think that was, no, that wasn't Sheldon. That was someone else with PKM. That's another person down, another machine gun down. And I think that's...
Fade out of position, possibly gets shot by Reap.
Yeah,
Reap is looking at a different angle, though.
Whoever's in the chopper. The chopper's going in for a landing, maybe.
No. Did it just shoot Mannerheim? I think it just killed Mannerheim.
Yeah, Mannerheim's dead.
It just sniped Mannerheim out of the bridge. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Flying Finn also down. I think Blue 4 is going to win the attrition fight here.
No, I absolutely believe they are.
Chopper just blew up. It was the landed one, though.
Yeah.
Op 4 needs to use the inner Stalingrad of the helicopters, and I don't even know. I don't think Op 4 is going to be able to bounce out of this one.
Nah, they still got 5 people in the destroyer. They have another 5 people in the sub area.
Johnny returns home to see his mom. Don't blame him. She's hot.
Yeah, I think that's all she wrote for Op 4.
Grenadier rounds going on to Fade's position. It's not much, though. Sholin trying to flank around Alec right above him. They don't know where each other are, though. Alex lining up a shot to get Bassbeard. Knocks Bassbeard out.
Oh, Sholin's coming up the ladder, though.
And Sholin's coming up to say hello. Meanwhile, Alec trying to crawl away. Oh, we might have just spotted him.
Last second. Oh, and the trade.
It's a trade. Sholin might wake back up, though.
Wow, are we just gonna... Is there an echo in here or something?
And now Blue 4 is trying to shoot out the helicopters. 15 minutes remain. It is up to Fade to channel his inner FaZe clan to get the objective done.
I think that's more Fade clan, but yeah. 2 helicopters are circling. They don't really have much to contest with other than the MGs now. Although,
I'm gonna say EU's fights were definitely a lot more brutal, but NA had some good balance in it.
Missing. I think I might have taken it down to the lower decks.
Dreek trying to shoot Fade. Fade has no idea where those shots are coming in from.
Oh yeah, that is it.
And you just got shot by LaFave.
Yeah, and Sholin's still down. I don't think he's waking back up. And it is officially up to the helicopters.
Bassbeard's up. Marksman, man.
Ooh, good. Glad to see he woke back up. What does he have?
I have no idea what the helicopter's going to do here, though. Because even then, it's 5 versus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 5 Op 4 be 13 Blue 4.
With Op 4 attacking, and them, both of them are, you know, what is that? 80% of
I like this idea. I'm going to steal that for
I don't see that happening.
For my last ship campaign.
I just don't. Although, no, the MI8's fine.
They could crash the MI8 into the engine block of the frigate and sink it.
Yeah, they get start a chain reaction with the nuclear reactor.
Actually, I lied. The frigate's beached.
Yeah, it is beached, isn't it? Well, they can still like cause a chain reaction and make it blow up. Sub, I don't know. They could pull Captain Price and launch a nuke onto their own position. But yeah, I think now it's just a matter of time. So, I mean, good attempts by Op 4. I think they just got bogged down, took too many losses too early on, and weren't quick enough.
Ooh, some rounds hitting Mountains helicopter. Never say never, though. I mean, Bassbeard might channel his inner Audrey Hotto. And Lane shooting at Patriot.
Honestly, Patriot almost hit the helicopter with a GP round because he's picked up an AK with a GP-25.
Patriot has taken the Op 4 mat gun, and he still has a round, so I'm willing to bet he might be able to use that on a helicopter. He's trying to friendly wiggle. Lane now friendly wiggle to confirm. And Lane feels really silly. Bassbeard taking the water approach. But Fav might have seen him.
Ooh. Oh. He shoots a 40 mil into the water and doesn't do anything, but Bassbeard has to come up for air.
He can get up to the ladder, but is Fudgehead McGee gonna notice? Big splash! Another big splash!
He's throwing grenades, yeah.
No, he is throwing improvised, whatchamacallits, depth charges.
So grenades, yes.
Improvised depth charges.
As soon as Bassbeard gets on that ladder, he's dead.
He's gonna swim under the boats.
Yes, I was about to say, yeah, he's gonna swim under and he's gonna die in the same spot that Chief contracted.
Chief died in the middle.
Chief Carpenter, not Captain. It's a Captain Contractor and Chief Carpenter. You see what I mean? It's confusing. But there is a ladder on the other side. So he'll be able to get up there. Might get spotted up by Lang and Patriot, but... Yeah, no.
Op4 helicopters down here.
They had the right idea. They just weren't able to move.
Fave might predict this, though. He's checked the other ladder. He's gonna camp that ladder.
Oh.
And Bassbeard noticed, so he quickly goes up for some air.
Gets a long pull, and now he's going to the north.
$20 he's gonna drown.
Who would bet against you?
Helicopters have landed.
Tell you what, no. I think he's gonna get shot. He's not gonna drown, he's gonna get shot.
Goes up for a little bit more air, too.
Do you want to take that bet? $20?
No, because he's obviously gonna get shot by Fave.
You said $20, he drowns. If you don't take my
I'm just waiting to see what happens. He's actually swimming close to Chav's body over here. There's also a destroyed 50 cal static over here too. Fave, meanwhile, walking right up, trying to find him.
Oh, he gets on the Hescos. He gets that downward angle now. He's checking up a bit further than he should be. Yup, and...
Oh, he just got spotted. Use the 240, yeah. Fave, it can penetrate the water. Oh!
Bass, did he get shot? I'm not seeing blood on his uniform, but that doesn't mean it didn't. Pulls out the pistol. Nah, water's gonna stop those bullets.
And now Frabble, he's taking a PKM from the guy that got the triple kill inside. Bassbeard is too pro.
Just dancing and
goes up for air, goes back down.
Oh my god. It's like
he's too good. His shield's on, guys. You gotta flank around him.
Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
That Russian helmet's too strong.
It's the Fiji water. Dude, it's the Fiji water. Dude, that's why it's so expensive when you go to the store, because it's actually bulletproof.
Alright, I'll give you that one. All 4 helicopters went off station. They're now coming back on station. A little under 9 minutes. Grenade got thrown inside. Oh! The grenade got him! The grenade got him and he's gonna drown! LaFave not going in!
God. And so he's gonna confirm the kill. He's gonna
with what? You can't shoot underwater!
Man, I don't fucking know.
LaFave's gonna have a staring contest with him underwater. No, he's taking more. He's taking his guns and grenades. Oh my god, he took all his ammo off of him.
He's staying down there.
He's gonna drown.
He's gotta be real careful. Let's go back up now. I missed it, but he definitely got hit by one of those grenades.
Explosive charges go off. It was a helicopter crash land.
Where did legs come from? Did legs try to parachute onto the deck of the helicopter?
They're trying to parachute on the deck and bail out of the helicopters. What the fuck?
Olaf and Mountain tried to do
They're
the
all
same thing.
Mountain's dead. Olaf is down.
Legs drowned, I think, because he just went down. I don't think there's anyone near to shoot him.
Fave is...
Legs walks back up, but yeah.
Fave did a teabag on Bassbeard.
Oh god. Fab is trying to hit Bassbeard.
And he gets the kill! And Bassbeard drowns. Yeah. But we still have G-Legs. But Lane noticed G-Legs and G-Legs died to bullets. Oh, fuck's sake. That's all I'm up for, done. That's GG, Blue 4 wins.
G fucking G. Of course, Finn is actually the last one still alive. He's the only one who hasn't fucking died. But we got 6 minutes left on the clock. I'm surprised he hasn't died yet.
Bridge calling it GG, and there we go.
And that's the night.
That is the night.
Didn't show my kills. That's big sad.
All right, guys, that
Holy
is
shit.
it. I'm gonna go find someone to raid. And yeah, again, NA was more tame to EU, but wow,
Such a choke point on the,
just
the ladders
wow, that
between two of them.
was messy.
There was 2 ladders plus the 2 ramps.
Yeah, there was stairwells you could have took.
And you could landed the helicopter on the roof, which is one of my plans that I would have used.
No, you could not.
You could have hovered and jumped out.
Yup. The pilot that I shot off the ladder, you were too funny. looks right, hoses down by 240.
I was gonna yell, no I'm not, when you said he's on the right side of the ship, or the left. Dude, I just slipped off the edge when I was parachuting, man. I thought I was gonna kill all the guys on there. Bro.
All right. Well, it looks like Anderson departed earlier during the match, so I would like to thank you all for coming to NA FNF. We hope to see you again next week. We are glad to be able to offer a better server this week, and we hope that your performance is better. If you had performance issues, please pass them on to your CLs, and that will be shared at our meeting on Sunday. Any other feedback can be posted into the NA feedback channel in Discord, and have a great night.
Absolutely, you too.
All right, guys, thank you for chilling with me today. That was one crazy. Oh, Don, shit. I'm sorry. I just picked a random guy. Oops. Oh well, I'm keeping this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Oh man, that was fun. My brain is fried. Go have a good one, and I will see you Sunday for some TSB operations. Boop.
Oh shit, man. I appreciate the raid.
I have a feeling I must slide down this bitch hard.
Give me the goats. How you doing, man? Howdy, howdy. Just doing some ODSTs in the tube. Liberation campaign. Dude, I just got raided by
Time and die early. That was that. That was today for me. So oh well, it happens.
Yeah, dude.